welcome. Can everybody hear me? Like, have we got anything right this week? Anything? Tell me if you can hear me. Oh my days. So what I really need is a tutorial on how to get the live stream to work. What is going on? I don't know what's going on. I thought to myself, I'm not going to schedule it this week because last week was so horrendous. Like, it didn't work. So I thought, let's not schedule. And then I thought earlier, no, let's risk it for a biscuit. Let's frickin' schedule again. I'm on the lockets already, ladies and gents. Everything's falling apart. One locket in. So, Jesus. It stresses me out. Like, I spend... What time are we on? 8 minutes past. Wasted 8 minutes already. It's another live stream. It's week 5 and it's Thanksgiving to our American friends. So I don't know if there's any watching. But if you are, enjoy the turkey. Yeah. Jeez. A call already. And you've started. Hello.
Hello.
Who's this?
It's Mick.
Alright, Mick, how you doing?
Are you live streaming?
Yeah, man. You're on now.
Hello, everybody.
So I'll tell people who Mick is. I had no idea you were going to call, but Mick is actually one of my friends and customers.
Why is there a lag on the internet?
Yeah, just don't watch it on YouTube, mate. Just talk to me. Talk to me as if you're on the phone to me. But just remember, there's millions of people watching, give or take a few million.
Hello, millions of people. I just wanted to say, Billy,
yes, mate.
you're doing a great podcast, and I absolutely love it. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh, cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
Problem.
Is that it?
Well, I think so, yeah.
All right, mate.
I don't want to put work and shop. I just wanted to say, brilliant podcast. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Keep watching.
I've been where you are, so yes.
I know you have, mate. We've spoke about it. But the mad thing is, like, we've known each other for a couple of years, and neither of us knew. Neither of us knew that we had anxiety issues until like a couple of weeks ago.
Because we both camouflage it.
Yeah. Well. That's it.
We go through life just camouflaging it, hiding it, and trying to suppress it as best as we can to try and make ourselves fit in as normal folk.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
There's nothing normal about me. You know that.
Me neither. Hello everybody on YouTube.
It's good to talk to you, mate.
Yeah, you too. All right, listen, I'll let you get back to your podcast.
Cheers, man.
Watch and just learn and listen.
Enjoy. Speak to you later, mate.
Bye-bye.
Ciao. How cool. How cool. An actual physical friend has called in. I can't read the comments yet. So you can see, like, the little blue bar at the bottom there on screen says, call in, let's talk mental health. I was thinking, like, let's have a break from the topics this week. Because, like, I don't know, maybe people feel a bit restricted with calling in. Because they don't want to talk about the particular topic. Or maybe they had no success stories like last week. So anything goes, man. Anything goes this week. We'll try and keep it mental health related. I don't want to talk about gaming or cross-stitch. Knit one, purl one. I think that's knitting. But yeah, like, we can talk about mental health. I was watching the news earlier, like, because I feel that I'm going to be spending a lot of time, filling time today, because I don't know how many viewers we're going to get, how many callers we're going to get. But I was watching a startling thing on Sky News earlier. 1 in 8 kids between 5 and 19 have a mental disorder, and that's crazy. Like, the statistics think, like, if there's 24 kids in your child's class, 3 of them are struggling with a mental health disorder. That's crazy. It's scary. Scary. So I don't know if anybody that's watching or wants to call in, like, suffered with this stuff when they were young at school. Because I didn't. Like, mine came on when I was 24. So, like, I went through school without any of this. But I can't imagine what it must be like growing up going through school with this, or college, or anything like that. That must be seriously difficult. Like, working was bad enough. I'm going to put my specs on. I'm probably going to spend a lot of time reading comments. Last week I said I had no friends. Yes, you're right. But he's a customer, so he's kind of a friend, you know. I take his money from him. He pays to be my friend. That's what it is. Oh wow, I've moved. Everything looks different. Good news of the kingdom. Moved since when, man? Moved since maybe you watched one of my last videos. God, you got some catching up to do. Whew. I haven't moved. This is where I do the stream from. Every week. Sorry, I'm just reading comments. From Chicago. Added me on FB the other day. Dealing with some damn dizziness right now. Shit, innit? There's the first swear word thrown right out there. So yeah, that early call really threw me off. I don't know what to talk about this week. Like, I genuinely don't know what to talk about. The idea behind this is for you to call me on the number on screen and just tell me something. Ask me something or tell me something. This is your live stream. Hello from Missouri. Welcome to the stream. Somebody call. Like, I'm getting desperate already. Did you like the national anthem at the start of the USA? I thought I'd do a bit, you know, for our friends across the pond. I don't know if it worked properly. Sorry. Let me just read this comment, and then I'll talk about something. Yeah, you really do have a lot to catch up on, man. A lot. And you'll realise why I'm in a different place. Why I've moved. So I guess I can talk about that a bit. I don't know. Does anybody want me to talk about that? So for the last... What are we on? Like, we're approaching 6 months. Wait. Yeah. We're approaching 6 months. It's going to be 6 months in, like, 2 weeks. Something like that. Since I split from my ex. And I moved house, and I had a load of crap to deal with, but somehow I managed to do it. Somehow. Like, it's crazy to think that I could barely cope when I was with her. Like, I didn't leave the house, I didn't really do a lot, never did the shopping, never paid the bills, never really did a lot, apart from look after the kids, or I was there for the kids, you know? And since then, like, now I live in my own house. My daughter lives with me, my 12-year-old daughter. You know, I'm a full-time parent, but I work from home as well. I do the school run, I do the shopping. Granted, most of it's online, but, you know, sometimes I pay the bills. Depends which ones. Depends which ones are going to send somebody around to collect the money if they don't get paid. You can't make international calls. You can Skype me if you want. Just add on Skype, Anxiety United. So yeah, like, we're approaching 6 months, man. And people that subscribe or have watched my previous videos, like, I don't know whether you've noticed a change or what, but I've definitely lost some freaking weight. I know that. Stress is a good diet. But it's been rough. It has been rough. But I do feel that it's getting easier. It's definitely getting easier. Like, yeah. There's certain things that are making this easier. Hi, Deborah. So, I don't know. I don't know what the point of me telling you that was. I just thought, because one of the people commenting hasn't seen my videos for a while. So, yeah, you're right, Jem. You're right. I didn't think I could do it. But I can, because I am. And like, if I was back there with her, like, I'd never do something like this. This is not something that I would ever contemplate. And like, we're on week 5 now. And yeah, I still feel a bit edgy. I always feel a bit edgy when I'm doing anything, pretty much. But it's none more so than, like, normal life if I'm having a weird day or a wobble. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just normal shit. Same shit, different day. Glasses back on. Let's have a look at a comment. Well done on my exposure to the castle last week. Thank you, man. Have I done anything exposure-wise this week? Good question. Nope. Although, it's interesting you ask, because on Monday, I think it was, I went to somebody's house. It's another one of my customers, but she does tarot cards and stuff like that, and we're not getting into whether that's believable or not, but I went to her house and I was there for like a couple of hours, so that's kind of exposure. I mean, I didn't film anything. I took some photos for certain people that I may have shared, but I guess that was an exposure, you know, being out of the house. So then I came home at about 11:30 on Monday. I'm sure it was Monday. And then Gemma called, from the comments there. Gemma called me and we had a chat for like half an hour or whatever. And then I had to go back out and I had to take my dad to an appointment in a different town. I don't know, like half an hour away, something like that. So I drove and did that. And I was out again for another couple of hours. And it was weird, like I'd spent pretty much the whole day out. And that's the first time I've done that for ages. But I didn't class it as exposure, it was just like life. I didn't put any pressure on myself. It wasn't something that I was, you know, doing to try and overcome anxiety. It was just me doing something that needed to be done, I guess. So yeah. But yeah, the castle thing was awesome. The castle thing was awesome. Like I didn't really explain how I was feeling in the video, but it was when I first got up the top. Well, the worst part was when the gate was locked down the bottom. I got to that gate because that was what I was visualising in my head. That was where I was going to go in, up the steps, walk around the castle. It's nice and quiet. Like, even if it's busy around the other side, it'll be fine. But when I got there, noticed that the gate was shut. Like, that was horrible. There was a couple of moments where I just felt, I'm not sure if I can do this. Not sure. But I did. Because we always do. Like, if we really want to, we can always do whatever it is that we set out to do. It's just whether we choose not to, isn't it? Like, there's nothing stopping us from doing it. And that was what I was thinking. Like, I'm just going to go for it. Regardless of how many people are up there. Whatever. It makes no difference. It's still me. I'm still going to freak out whether there's people there or not. So that was kind of the deciding factor in my head. It was just, I'm going to just do this. And then when I got up there, like, I was overwhelmed. It was mad. And when I just stepped into the castle, like, I know you've already seen this, but this is my thoughts on it. I stepped in the castle, like, had a look around. It was crazy to think that I was up there doing that. But then when I got halfway round there, and I was looking over the edge, and just the height, I don't know, sensory overload or what, I don't know. But that was a shaky moment. But it was at that point that I made a decision, because I could feel myself questioning, you know, that initial fear shit that we get when you make that decision. Like, I'm going to freak out, I'm either going to run, well, usually that's it, I'm going to run. But I decided I'm not going to run, I'm just going to stand here. Because in my head I was thinking, like, whichever way I go, I've got to walk back to get down the slope. So I'm going to have to look over the edge anyway. Like, I can't just close my eyes and hope that I can make it round there. Because I'll probably fricking fall over the edge, you know, it might look. So I just made a decision. Like, I'm not going to run. And at that moment, that was when it started to ease. And then I started to relax again. And then you could see, like on the video, by the time I got down the slope, back round, I was fine. Absolutely fine. And it was that calm. Like, people say the calm before the storm, but this was the calm after the storm. And that was that. What's somebody say? Don't date ninjas. The castle video, respect to me. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Like, it's no big deal, but it was a big deal. Like, and there's people that are at different stages. Like, people can go and do this, people can go and do that. But if you've got issues with anxiety, like, that's what you've got to do. You've got to face it, whatever it is. Doesn't matter how scary it is, doesn't matter how big a challenge it is. If you're at that level, the same rules apply. Just frickin' do it. And I have been talking for 8 minutes. So somebody, pick up the goddamn phone. If you're in the UK, it's 0121 318 6180. And if you're anywhere else, I think if you're in USA, I I'm not sure about Canada, but it's 011441213186180. Just somebody call me, man. Put me out of my damn misery. I'm not doing 2 hours on the Thanksgiving special on my freaking own. You're too anxious to talk. Just switch YouTube off and just pick up the phone, dial the number, and just talk to me, man. Just talk to me. If you're too anxious to talk, just have a moment. Think about how young Billy feels here. It's freaking stressful, man. Especially when I have no choice. So what do you want me to talk about then? If you're not going to call, ask me a question and I'll tell you. Come on, give me something. What do you want to know about? We know about the salt lamp, so don't ask about that. What do you want to know? What am I vaping? CBD, as always. I'm trying to think what else I've been doing, man. It's been a dead week this week. I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. So I recently switched doctors because me and my daughter moved house. We moved to a different area. So I had to move doctors, but I only did it recently. But I've got my first appointment tomorrow, which I'm a bit nervous about, to be honest. It's just like a health check thing, so I'm fucked, pretty much. Like, they're going to have some fucking massive sheets on me. Yeah, somebody's going to have to call. Yeah, Nick, go for it, man. If you got some questions, go for it. I don't mind if people don't want to call. It's Thanksgiving. They're all just sitting on the sofa, chilling out. Yo, David's here. You know he's going to call at some point. What's this episode about? This episode is about anything goes, mate. Anything goes. Am I still taking propranolol? That's a good question. Yes. Simple answer. I've been taking it for so long. So I'm in the... Like, I hate talking about medication because I don't really have any experience with antidepressants and all that kind of crap. All I know is that I've always said that I don't want to take them. So I know that they do work for some people. Of course they do. But I've heard some horror stories about withdrawals and coming off them. So, like, I take propranolol, which is a beta blocker, and I've been taking it for ages. Way too long. But the problem that I have now is that I'm too freaking scared, and this is me being honest, to come off it, because I don't want to experience whatever symptoms or sensations I'm going to. Like, I've spoke to people that have come off it before, and they've said some major headaches after using it for long term. So I'm genuinely concerned about coming off my medication, which is stupid, because I would like to, because I think it may make me tired. Like, I think that's one of the side effects, is just feeling a bit lethargic, so I don't know, man. We got 33 viewers and no fuckers calling. Ask me a question. Nick, sorry, yeah. Do you feel constantly anxious, even when you're in your comfort zone? Good question. Nope. I'd be surprised, right? I would be surprised. I will talk to my doctor tomorrow, Paula. I would be surprised if anybody that is watching this now, or that watches it on playback, suffers with anxiety constantly. I've got a call, man. Andrew.
Oh, you knew it was me.
I saved your number.
Oh, God, now you're going to start stalking me.
Yes. I know you are, mate. I know who it is. How you doing, Vegas, man?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. How you doing, Castle Man?
I'm doing pretty good. Like, I've been talking for 20 minutes. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, or thank you.
You're welcome. How much turkey have you eaten today?
No. It's only 1 o'clock here. We haven't.
Oh, crap. Yeah, sorry.
No. We just got to my parents' house. I just ushered all the kids in and then said, go play with your cousins, and I'm going outside and checking out more of the podcast.
Good man. So the big question is, I've got a question for you. Are the kids having turkey nuggets?
Are they having turkey nuggets? They might eat the turkey if I actually put it in nugget form.
Oh dear.
Uh,
How you been, man?
my son says he wants. He's Jesus. I'm doing good. Doing good. Um, it's been a big week out doing exposures, getting further and further, trying to make it to my next milestone. I'm about, I'm like, maybe a quarter of a mile away from like what's like one of my
Yeah.
big, like milestones. But it's not just about driving that last quarter mile.
Mhm.
It's once I hit that quarter mile, I have to, in order to go to all the shops and everything that's over there, I got to make a right-hand turn. And at that point, you are in traffic.
Right.
And the only way back is then I would have to make a complicated series of left-hand turns to get back the way I came.
Okay.
Or the other option is to get on the highway and take that home.
Yeah.
So it's a little nerve-wracking, but it's gonna be exciting.
That's good, man.
I don't think I've driven the car faster than about 45 miles an hour since probably, I don't know,
Yeah.
6-7 years. So
That's mad then. That's a big goal. So when you going for it?
Not sure. Right now, just the point that I've gotten to is pretty tough.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of driving there. The next kind of goal that I have is to, it's kind of just, I don't know, it's not a really crowded area. There's a stop sign. I can pull up to the stop sign. I have plenty of place to pull over, and I think I'm just going to pull over and start trying to practice sitting there for, several minutes. Because once I get to that point, I'm pretty, I'm pretty amped up. So, like I said, I'm going to try and sit with that for a couple of days. And I think I'm going to try and make the plunge. So.
Gotta go for it, man. I seen your video in the Facebook group the other day, when you went in the shop feeling weird. That was good, man. That's what we want. That's what we want to see.
Nice. Oh yeah, someone in the group, she posted saying like, how do you do it, like the exposure part of it, like what do you do when that happens? That's why I was just like, shit, I'll show you. This is how you do it.
That's it. That's exactly what I used to do. That was my old style of stuff, but I don't go out enough now. But Andrew's taking over, man. It's good. It's good to see, though. I'll tell you what it is. Let me talk. There's always a delay when me and you talk for some reason. You're the only person that's got a delay. It's that Vegas air. So,
damn it.
Yeah, like me watching you do that, it's inspirational. Like, I understand why people say it about the stuff that I used to do. Like, that it used to motivate them to go out and do something. Because when I sit and watch you do something, it does make me feel like, alright, I need to get out there and do something, man. So it does work, so keep doing it.
Oh, yeah. No, and it's Sunday when you went and did the castle.
Yeah.
I was watching that, and I was anxious because I was climbing up on my roof and doing Christmas lights and everything, putting all that stuff up. And I really don't like heights, but I was doing that, and I got done. Then I watched your video, and I was already in like such an anxious mess that I was, I saw your exposure, and I was like, oh, I got to go do one right now. So
awesome.
That's what I did. So
that's it.
You inspired me.
That's what it's all about. Pay it forward.
People helping people.
This is it.
Oh yeah.
So man.
But I'm like I said, I'm excited to kind of get to that next step, because once I hit that point, it opens up so many different, like, just shops, restaurants, things to do with my kids.
Yeah.
It's funny. Like, my dad says to me all the time. He says, if you can go 3 miles east and if you can go 3 miles west, he said you could go to 50, 60 different places. I'm like, yeah. He's like, dude. He's like, that's, you go from living a tenth of a life to you pretty much have like half your life back. So.
Yeah. That's it, man.
But I'm jealous, man. I'm like, I don't have any friggin' castles to go see right now. Like, I'm like,
God.
Coming live to you guys from Target.
You need to start building one in your backyard.
Your hat to everyone. I could, maybe that's what I'm gonna do. Kids want a jungle gym.
Isn't there like a castle casino out there?
The Excalibur, yeah, that was like the coolest thing when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But honestly, it was funny because I can right now, standing at my parents' house. Well, there's a bunch of houses in the way. I can see the top of the stratosphere. If I go upstairs, I look out the window, I can see all of downtown Las Vegas, all of the Strip. But I haven't been on the Strip since 2007, 2008 maybe.
Yeah.
I see friends and family, taking pictures and videoing when they're down there. I'm like, what the hell is that place? And what's this? What's that? Everything.
Yeah, everything new.
They built so much. Yeah, I don't know anything. And out here, like I said, what we love to do is they just love to blow shit up.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this casino's about 50 years old. We're gonna put
Get
it to
rid
the
of
ground.
it.
One year they did it on New Year's.
No way.
They did the countdown on New Year's because Vegas, they're like, we got to compete with New York City, so they're like, they're gonna drop a ball, we're gonna drop a friggin' building.
Let's do this. Yeah, man.
I was just like, damn. But I mean, born and raised here, I have no aspiration to be like, yeah, let me go down to the Strip. I mean, it's just like, it's like kind of ingrained in you as you become a local that you just try to avoid it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. But I wanted to ask you, though, how far are you from London?
It's about 120 miles, something like that. Which is probably nothing to you guys over there. But it's pretty far, man.
No,
a couple of hours.
100 miles would put me in a completely different state.
Yeah.
Depending on the direction I drove. If I drove 100 miles north, I'll still be in Nevada. But
yeah.
If I go east or west, I can go into Arizona or California. Well, no, because I know one of the things you said that you have a hard time with, like, you can drive anywhere. I mean, could you drive to London, or do you think that would...
I could drive to London. It's stupid.
You just couldn't get out?
Yep. I could walk around the car. That'd be... Well, it depends, man. It depends how I feel when I get there. Because, like, I've been on holiday. I've been on holidays here. Like, I didn't go last year, but I think the year before, and I was in a mess before it. But when we get there, like, that was further than London that I went on holiday. And, like, a couple of days in, it usually takes me a bit of time to settle in. But then after a couple of days, I'm cool. I'll walk pretty much anywhere. It's weird.
No, you adapt.
Yeah.
You know, there was two things I wanted to actually bring up to you. One, I found this series on YouTube a long time ago, and I wish I knew what it was called. I'm going to have to look it up. Maybe I'll send you the link. But it was this therapist who got this crazy idea. He created a team of psychologists and therapists, whatever, and they picked, I think it was 3, maybe 4 individuals from, I think there was like one in India, or everywhere was somewhere in England, actually. One girl was just from India.
House of Agoraphobics.
Is
Is
that what it was?
Paul
The
Salkovskis or something like that. He took him to Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's a good series, man.
I remember watching that. And like shitting my pants watching this.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you doing this to them, you dick?
Yeah. So I did a bit of research after that series because they were just to check up on like how the people were doing. But I read that the guy that was housebound, I think it was 3 people, weren't it? It was 3 people. The guy that was housebound.
2 women and a guy.
Yeah. He's housebound again, or he was last time I looked. And I think the blonde-haired lady had gone backwards again. But I think the Indian lady had actually made the most progress. And she was kind of the worst, wasn't she? She was proper freaking out on the boat.
Oh, yeah. She went every single time they tried to get on the plane, the boat, the taxi, the train.
Yeah.
She was... Everyone else was like, no, come on, we're doing this. And, she was the worst one, but somehow she came out of it.
Yeah. But it's mad. It's mad watching other people go through that stuff. Like, that's why I started doing what I do. Because I know that, that stuff affects me. I watched that House of Agoraphobics when it initially aired on TV over here. And that was a long time ago, man. Good program.
I mean, it was interesting, but it was cool because, kind of like what you said, I remember they were showing, like, them flying on the plane heading to Japan, and, I mean, they're all just shitting bricks, and,
nice way to put it.
They got there, and it was like, what's that?
I said that's a nice way to put it. Shitting bricks.
Shitting bricks?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's an American term for you.
I know it.
Well, Well, it seemed like the final day in Japan. I mean, I just remember you see them all. They're running around like they're kids, and they're having fun and laughing. And I mean, yeah, like Drew said, and I think in one of the podcasts you guys together, it's like people were so adaptable.
Yeah.
You know, you adapt to your surroundings. So, you know, it sucks, and it sucks if it's going to take a couple of days for you to feel better, but eventually you feel better. I mean, look at Gemma when she went to London. She looked like she was having a blast after a little while.
I think I'm going to speak for Gemma now, but I know that she had a pretty dodgy week after it. But I think you've got to kind of expect that because of the amount that you've just done. Like, there's going to be a bit of downtime because the amount of pressure and stress that you've put yourself through. Like, if you almost expect that down, then it's still worth doing. Like, one thing that I always refer to is I hate talking about it, but my wedding. So my wedding was massive for me. When I got married in a church, packed with family and that. Like, I used to think about that for a couple of years after it and just think to myself, if I could do that, then I can do anything. And that sort of spurred me on. It just gave me the knowledge that I could stand at the front of a church and get married to a piece of shit. I'm so sorry. Then I could do pretty much anything. Like, I could go shopping. Of course I can go shopping if I can stand at the front of a church for half an hour, 40 minutes. So, yeah, I don't know why I said that, but it's the flooding thing, isn't it? It's the flooding thing. Sometimes it is beneficial. Sometimes it is. But a lot of the time it's not.
In my experience, before I started really working on this, which has, again, only been 6 weeks, 7 weeks I've been doing this, but I mean, I remember there were times where I was kind of forced to, I'm going to have to really get out of this comfort zone. I'm going to have to go and do this, doctor's appointment, or got to take the kids somewhere, something like that. And once I did it, I came back, whether I panicked or I didn't panic, I just felt amazing. And then all of a sudden it was like, I got like a couple days of leeway, like my comfort zone was expanded a bit because it was, if I can get here, I can at least do this, this, and that because that's much closer.
Yeah.
But then, of course, I didn't keep up with it, and it went down, or I would have the panic attack, and I would immediately revert back.
Yeah.
But one thing I kind of wanted to share with the group, even though I'm told I was allowed to say it, but I'm not. What's that?
Go for it.
Oh, so I was talking with one of my clients. I know our lag is terrible.
Yeah, it's bad.
So I'm talking with one of my clients, and she's asking me, I'm pretty open like you are about this, and she was just like, okay, so how does the exposure work? And I'm asking, I'm like, okay, what is something that truly, truly terrifies you? I mean, anything. Try to avoid the, losing one of your kids, or
Yeah.
I was like, that's a big hypothetical. And she looked around. It's me and her, the only ones in the room. But she looked around like there's people watching, and she was just like, she's like, tongue depressors. And I'm like, tongue depressors? She goes, yeah. And I said, okay. She says, and I can't even say the name of the other thing. I was like, what is it? She says, when you open a bottle of aspirin, she's like, it's sitting right on top. I said, cotton ball, and I shit you not, she like froze.
No way.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
And I was just like, so I'm like, you're afraid of cotton balls? And she goes, okay, you don't have to say it. Like,
Just
okay.
You sure?
Right.
Cotton balls, was it? Cotton balls?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to be a dick. And I was just like, without saying it, I was like, what bothers you about it? She's like, the feel of it, the touch, the texture. I said, okay. I said, so you're fine as long as you don't touch it. She's like, no, I can't even be in the room with it. She's like, when I buy a bottle of aspirin, my husband has to take the cotton ball out before I can take the aspirin. And even then, she doesn't like taking the pills that were on top because they were the ones touching the cotton ball. So I told her it's okay. So I was like, let's use that as an example. She's like, I know, it's really weird, right? I'm like, yeah, it's weird, but, it's no more weird than I can't go to the grocery store.
Yeah, that's it.
It's the same thing. So I kind of explained to her, I was like, well, you would kind of start with, one, practicing saying cotton ball, and then, being able to walk into a room and there's one single cotton ball right in the middle of the room. And then one day you take it a step closer to it. So I ran this whole thing. I said, until eventually you can grab a handful of cotton balls and throw them all over your face or something like that. So, but for people like in the group, some people don't do what I used to do. For years I kept it hidden, but when you really talk to someone and you can really sit down, especially in a one-on-one, we're all fucked up. We all have.
Wow.
I mean, we all have something. I mean, we really do. I mean, I can't tell you how many people I've talked to about this, and they open up with, I have depression, or I tried to kill myself. One of my clients, she's smoking hot, like smoking hot. I hope my wife isn't watching this.
I was just gonna say that.
And she, you know, exactly.
Whoops.
But she cuts herself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what in the world could you possibly need to cut yourself for? But, you know, I mean, it's like I said, I mean, we're all dealing with our own thing. It's just ours might be a little bit more noticeable to other people.
Maybe.
But
I don't know. They don't notice it unless we tell them. That's
well, I mean,
general.
I mean, people close to you. I mean, my kids are, you know, my son is almost 6, so he's kind of getting to the age of, okay, Dad just doesn't go anywhere with us anymore. So if I don't really start turning this around, he'll be able to remember a time when Dad couldn't do things. My oldest, she knows all about it. She doesn't understand it, but she knows. The little ones, the 2 other ones, they're completely oblivious. They don't care. They still think I'm Superman. So, but that's the kind of the cool thing now is, you know, going out doing these things, and now I'm taking my son with me pretty much everywhere I go because he always wants to go. I'm kind of like, Daddy needs to do this by himself. Daddy can't have you as a safety behavior. But you know, it's progress.
That's
but
it.
Again, man, when you did that castle, watching you do that castle, I'm seriously, I'm on my computer and I'm like, come on, Billy, you son of a bitch, you can do it.
Yes.
Come on, man. But
it's all good.
So one day I will send you, since you did a castle, I will one day go to the Excalibur and I will do that castle. There's nothing to climb up though. Like, I mean, I guess I could go get a hotel room and go up that, but I can't go into like the towers. I can take a picture of it.
Well, you can fly to England and do a castle here, mate. That's.
If I fly to England, we're doing the castle together. When I fly to England,
I'll take you to a castle, mate. There's a castle I want to go back to. I think I mentioned it on here, maybe last week or something. I mentioned it to someone somewhere in the world. So I'll take you there, mate. King Arthur's old castle.
Oh, if you're going to see any castle, that's the one you want to see, right?
You're damn right. Yeah.
All right. Well, then let's make that happen, man.
Let's do it. We'll have a group meet. Everybody that's viewing now has to meet us at the castle.
We're all doing the.
Yeah.
We're all gonna do the castle together. Oh, okay.
It's on.
That is going to be funny as hell. There's just going to be a bunch of tourists looking at a bunch of strangers crapping themselves walking through the castle.
Oh, dear. I'll be sitting in the car.
No. If I have to get on a plane and I got to fly all the way over there, you're getting out of the car.
Yeah, I'll think about it, mate. I'll think about it.
You got this, man. You got this.
Yes.
All right, man. Well, I'm going to go sit with the family and
thanks for calling, man.
Turkey.
Thanks for calling.
Get yourself some turkey. Absolutely. You know,
it's too late for me to eat now. It's 9:45. Can't sleep on a full stomach. Not that I sleep, but you know how it goes.
Oh. All right. Well, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
All right, man.
Take it easy.
Take care of yourself.
Enjoy the rest of your day, man.
All right. Bye.
Ciao. The delay? You know, there's a delay with Andrew for some reason. Don't know why. Yes, Paula, Tintagel. Somebody else did call, so if you want to call again, do it. Maggie just got home from a small walk. Awesome. Awesome, Maggie. Well done, man. I know you've been struggling. Wait, somebody asked me a question. Oh yeah, it was about constantly feeling anxious. No, and I was saying... Fuck me. Oh, no. Someone else is calling. Hello, son.
Hello.
So, where are you?
Hello?
Where are you?
I'm in America.
Oh, yes. Which is cool. I didn't tell anybody that you were calling. Were you watching the stream?
Yeah, I just got back.
Oh, did you? So yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is my son, who travelled to America on Monday, and he is now in America with his girlfriend.
Mhm. Say hello.
Because people, hello Emily, because people wanted to know how you got on. So, in fact, Maggie wanted to know how you got on because her daughter was in America too. Yeah. So the big question is, Josh.
Yes.
How much anxiety did you have, even though you don't suffer with anxiety?
Oh, a lot.
What was it like?
Well, I almost had a panic attack when my mum, my mum dropped me off.
Mhm.
When she said bye and I went up to go to customs, I almost had a panic attack.
And how did you deal with it?
I
just do it.
Just did, yeah. I'm not sure really what I did.
You just dealt with it. Good lad. Hey up. Where's he gone?
Hello?
You've gone really quiet, mate. What's he doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Is that better?
A little bit. Eat the microphone.
Just put headphones in.
Yeah, it didn't work so good. That's fine now.
Say that again, sorry.
I said it didn't work.
Oh, it's working now, yeah?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yep.
So yeah, you're in America.
Yes.
What's it like?
Yes.
You're celebrating Thanksgiving.
Well, the people I'm with are. I'm not really
You're
sure
just like,
what it
thanks,
is.
thanks.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it?
Mm.
That's about it. I mean, I don't know if anybody...
Second plane ride was...
Yeah, because
it was good.
What was your first
Really
plane?
easy,
Your
but
first plane was a couple of hours, wasn't it?
No, it was 50 minutes.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
But you told me that you felt a bit weird on that. Like a few of the sensations that you experienced.
Yeah. Well, I was sitting next to the window. So I could see, when the plane was turning, I could just see me go sideways.
Ooh.
Yeah, it wasn't the nicest feeling.
Mhm.
But I couldn't really get off, could I?
Not really. You're gonna struggle with that. And then what? How long was the second flight?
9 hours.
That's a long haul, man.
Mm.
But you did it.
Yeah.
And you was proper nervous about it before it.
Yeah.
But it proves that
Very.
it can be done, even though he doesn't have an anxiety
More
disorder.
nervous about the first flight.
Yeah, because you didn't know what to expect, didn't it?
No, yeah.
And then you spent time in Amsterdam on your own, getting high.
Well, it was like 50 minutes. Probably less than
That's
that.
plenty of time, mate. That's plenty of time, trust me. So yeah.
I
Good
didn't
stuff.
get high.
Oh, I was going to put the picture on screen, weren't I? I completely forgot. So, ladies and gentlemen, take your seats. I'm going to display Josh and Emily.
Yeah.
When they first met.
Yes.
There you go. Where is that? Is that the airport, obviously?
That's Atlanta Airport.
Atlanta Airport. There they are. Josh and Emily meeting for the first freaking time. Unbelievable.
It was nice.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. Oh, we got a bit of lag then. Like, just displaying a picture gave me lag. Ah, dear. So how does Emily feel about having you there? She's sick of you yet?
Yes.
That was a quick answer, so I know she's telling the truth.
No, it's fine.
Cool, man. Thanks for calling, Josh.
No problem.
The wonders of technology. You know you got to watch the rest of the stream now, yeah?
Yeah.
Good lad. I know Emily will. She's a regular viewer.
You gotta support you.
Well,
Yes.
I'm a mod, so I have to...
Yeah, good point. Just keep your eye on David, the Romanian. He's causing trouble again.
Oh, is he?
Nah, not yet. Right then, man. Go and enjoy the rest of Thanksgiving.
I will.
You need to eat some turkey.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, no, I don't think we're having to.
No, you're not. You already told me.
Yeah.
That's alright.
Get turkey at
Right then.
Store everyone, not the shop.
Yeah, the store. Right, man. Nice one.
Yeah.
Take it easy, son. I'll talk to you in a bit, man.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
See you later, man.
Bye.
Ta-ra. Yes. That was Josh, man. Let's take the picture off. Taking up my screen space. Josh and Emily in America, because I know people were interested. Like they wanted to hear from Josh. And now you can see him as well. I know. You'll get over it. It's like exposure therapy. Oh dear. Sorry, son. I was answering a question, wasn't I? I'm gonna have to scroll up through the freaking comments. It was about feeling constantly anxious, and I was saying that I bet everybody that is watching this now, I think I already said it, everybody that's watching it or does watch it at any point, none of us feel constantly anxious. We might think that we do when we're in it, when you're in that cycle, but we don't feel constantly anxious, man. There's always a break in it. There's always a break. Like when I've been at the worst that I've ever felt, there's always been a break from it. Even if it's just like 10 minutes, just where you just forget maybe, or you get engrossed into something else, maybe on TV, or your phone rings, or you read a book, or whatever. Like I don't think any of us, I might be wrong, there might be some out there, but I don't think any of us are 24/7 high anxiety. That's in my experience anyway, but I obviously don't speak for everybody. Let me just have a look. Talk to my doctor about my propranolol. Yeah, I might do. I'd like to come off it. Definitely. You have to have something in your hand to fiddle with, even if you're at home. Like a coping method. Yeah, well that's kind of like a safety behaviour, Nick, so if you can, because what you need to like try and think of is, what happens if I haven't got that in my hand? Like, what if I'm not messing with something? What's going to happen? Nothing. Like, the exact same thing. It's the same as doing anything else. Like, me drinking water if I'm out. Like, it's not saving me from anything. It's not doing anything. It's just, I'm thinking that it does. So then if I go out and I haven't got my water, or my packet of lockets or whatever, then I'm instantly beating myself up, or I'm freaking. Like, I can be 5 minutes down the road, and then it's like, oh no, forgot my water. Instant anxiety, makes the whole situation worse. Whereas if I go and I've got it all, like a suitcase in the boot filled with water, mints, mindfulness, colouring books, and yoga fucking mats, then I'll be fine, even though I'm not going to use any of the stuff. That's the point. You need to try and learn that, like, it's not going to save you. It's not going to save you from anything. Jane. Really do have to thank me for my videos. Struggled with anxiety and panic. Watching helps. I've dragged you out of a few bad holes. Then that's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. But you dragged yourself out of the holes, really. Let's be honest. Of course you did. Gemma needs to get to Spain by March for a medical consultation. I think Gemma needs to call me, tell me how she feels about it. No pressure. Driving is one of Jonathan's triggers. But no anxiety riding a motorbike. It's crazy, that is. Crazy. We was talking about driving. Me and Drew did a video. It's on his channel, That Anxiety Guy. And we was talking all about driving. Like, I don't have an issue with driving. And it's weird, because I've had panic attacks in the car. Like, several. That I can picture now, while I'm sitting here. Proper freaking out in the car. Yet I can still get in the car. But I've had a panic attack in a supermarket. But I won't go back in a supermarket. So there's no rhyme or reason. It's just, I don't know. Maybe because I have to use the car. Because I have to drive. I have to take my daughter to school. So I don't know. Like, I don't have to go in a supermarket because I can do my shopping online. So it's not a good thing. Michael's going to take me to London. My sister lives in London. So I can go to freaking London whenever. I just choose not to go to London. I don't know, there's not enough hours in the day. That's how it is at the minute. Like with school and having my daughter full time, plus I'm trying to work, and then at weekends I'm trying to work on myself. That's what I think. It's not easy. It's not easy. Next week. How about next week, Nick said, but I have no idea what that's in relation to. And yes, Paula, it is Tintagel. That is exactly where I'm on about. Tintagel. Down in Cornwall? Yes, it is Cornwall. Sorry, I'm just reading comments, man, because nobody wants to call me, so you have to bear with me. Yeah, Josh is in Alabama. Who looks like a famous person? Gemma feels anxious right now. Oh, is that since I said... Is that since I said call? Going cold turkey is not the way to go if you're on meds. Yeah, 100%. Don't stop taking stuff. Especially, like, if your doctor's prescribed you stuff, do not just stop taking it. Like, speak to your doctor and try and wean off. That's what it is. The Romanian's trying to call, but something's wrong. I've blocked your number. Not really. I don't know, mate. It's you. Oh, so I forgot to tell you. Oh, yeah, I do still talk to Drew, by the way. Me and Drew are good pals, man. That anxiety guy, check him out. Follow him on YouTube. We're trying to get him to 1,000 subs. Because he needs to get there, man. But he's very active on Facebook. I need to put the link to the Facebook group in the description of this video. And I will. And the Castle group. Ah, the Castle group next week. So who's in the UK? In the comments, just tell me if you're from the UK and we'll... Because it was mentioned last week to do a meet-up. Like, I'd be well up for that. 100%. We can all meet in my car. That's cool with me. We've got a call. I think we've got 2. Hello? What the fuck's going on, man? Hello?
Hello, it's Gemma.
Alright, Gem.
I'm from the UK.
Good point, yeah, you are. How are you? I don't know what was going on then. I think I was getting 2 calls at the same time. That was weird.
Really?
Yep. How are you,
Sorry.
mate? How are you?
I don't know.
You just said...
Well,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ, you said in the comments that you're anxious now. Was it about calling or just
I
about...
actually said that before you said it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm way behind. Way behind.
Yeah, I feel like I am.
So what's
I
happening?
keep zoning out.
What are you anxious about?
Um,
Let's do a live. We're going to repair you on air. Let's do this. What's happening?
Basically, my mum's been around today, and like she's just been like helping clean and stuff because I'm not well at the minute. But she was asking me about the whole Spain thing, how we're gonna get there.
Okay.
And we need to go within the next 6 months to get a consultation basically and get further tests. And it's like, oh my god! And they're like talking about it like, right, what would you prefer? A 2-hour plane trip, which will pretty much get you straight to Barcelona.
Right.
Or there's like 6 hours on the train down to Dover, ferry to Calais, stay overnight because I wouldn't hack the long journey, and then another 6-hour train. I was just like, oh my god, ferry or plane? What the hell is worse?
So which one is more appealing to you?
I've just
I know
no idea.
the obvious answer is a plane, but obviously it's not obvious. Fucking idiot.
Well, see, I've not really got the plane fear about the actual flying fear. It's the fear of not getting off. So to me, 2 hours in the middle of the sea or 2 hours in the air makes not a lot of difference. And I like the idea of playing better in terms of I'd enjoy being on a plane.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't anxious.
Yeah.
And I don't like being seasick. But the medical condition, I don't know how it'll be with altitude. So
Yeah.
I used to get ill on a plane before I got ill.
Oh, so you've been on planes before and that, so you know what to expect.
Yeah. I've been on a plane. Like I travelled a lot when I was younger. Like I've been to, like Switzerland, France, America, Spain, Turkey, Greece. But that was like all before the age of 18.
Right.
I think the last time I flew
Now you're old.
I flew a plane. Last time I flew was 17, and no, it wasn't 17. It was 16. I'm 26 now. So. Yeah,
you look it. I'm joking.
Thanks.
So what? How come you're anxious now then? Because you haven't got to make a decision now. So is it just thinking about it?
No, but I think it's because I've had a lot of symptoms today.
Okay.
Medically rather than anxiously, and then that puts my anxiety up.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we've been talking about the fact that we've got to get there, and it's like the pressure of, oh my God,
I already
I'm not
feel
going out
like
much at
this.
the minute.
Yeah, because that's what it is. You're saying in your head, I already feel this bad now. Like, I can't even picture.
How the hell am I going to do it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I can imagine the train to Dover completely fine, which is bizarre because until the London trip, I would have never even said that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, you were saying I've had a bad week after the London trip, but it's good to notice that I'm completely fine if I have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go to
exactly.
London
Yeah,
in my
because
head.
we both we said it last week. You never forget what you've learned, and you've got that experience now.
I think it'd be difficult again.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
But I think it'd be the most difficult just leaving the house. That's the worst bit. Not actually once I'm out, it doesn't really matter where I am. It's sort of you're already out.
Do you think that you could get the train to Dover, knowing that you haven't got to go to Spain? Like if you, yeah,
100%.
Which is mad, isn't it? Because you'd be, if you knew that you had to go a step further, then you'd be freaking out about the trip to Dover.
You know what? If you'd have said, shall we go on a trip to Dover, I'd have probably said, oh my God, no. But because I'm thinking of it being Spain, Dover sounds easier.
Yeah, yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Yeah. So just tell yourself you're going to the Antarctic. You're just going to stop off in Spain. Problem solved.
But it'll take like 24 hours practically.
Yeah, yeah,
to
of course.
Get to Barcelona with like the train and stuff.
If you do it that way, yeah, yeah.
But that's the thing. Medically, I'll be more ill from doing that because I can't hack being upright for that amount of hours and whatever. So we'd need to stay over in Calais or Paris or wherever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the thing is, when I've had a whole day out, especially travelling, sometimes I'm worse the next day. So it's a bit of a risk, to be honest, that we're going to do that, like illness-wise. So actually, the plane would be a sensible idea, but we don't actually know how I'd react on the plane because there's people with the same condition that go into fits at altitude, and I'm not sure I'm anxiety prepared in case that happened.
Yeah, just the thought of knowing that it could happen is probably enough to.
Yeah, because it's like until you're in altitude, you wouldn't know. So
yeah, exactly.
Like, and 2 hours and not being able to get off a plane, it's a bit like ooh. So I'd rather be on ferry in the sense of it's near enough. Like there's no altitude. You're not gonna have any problem other than anxiety or my normal symptoms. Other than feeling a bit seasick, and that's not going to kill me. So
yeah, yeah. But neither's.
I can't imagine being on a ferry, not able to get off in the middle of the sea, and it's a 2-hour one. Oh, let's just sort of it.
Isn't it interesting how you've just said like, I'll get a bit seasick, but that's not going to kill me. Oh, but I'll get a bit disorientated. That's going to kill me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm scared of the panic. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's absolutely insane.
I'd rather surely a panic attack is less weird than feeling seasick. That's an actual physical. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm totally fine if I'm going to feel seasick.
Yeah, yeah.
I know why. But the anxiety, there's always that question of what if this might happen.
Yeah, yeah. Just mad.
So it's just a different feeling altogether, isn't it?
Exactly. So how are you feeling now?
I'm shaking now.
I have that effect on people. I'm so sorry.
I don't know if I'm shaking because it's live or shaking because of the thought of what we're talking about.
It's freaking freezing as well. You thought about that?
Yeah, it might even be that. It might be because it's cold. I've moved into another room because Kate's watching TV in the other room, so it might be because it's cold as well. That might be it. But I'm really jealous that I haven't got any turkey.
I'm not a fan. Like, once a year's enough, I mean...
You know, I went through a stage of eating chicken nearly every day.
Oh, did you?
Kate wanted to mix it up a bit and got turkey one day, and then I got hooked on turkey. So I've literally, even though it's just a once-a-year thing, really, isn't it? Like, who has turkey all the time?
I used to like Bernard Matthews turkey drummers. They're beautiful. I used to like them.
Oh my god. And turkey twizzlers.
I don't know if I've had them. Turkey freaking twizzlers.
I can't believe they banned them. But those drummers are so good as well. They're like really soft on the outside.
Yeah, man. There you go. That's the takeaway from today's live stream. Get yourself some turkey freaking drummers.
This is how scary the exposure is to Spain. We end up on turkey.
Exactly. Let's go to Turkey then. I'm assuming there's shit tons of turkeys there.
Imagine I actually did get on the plane eventually.
Yes.
Or say, okay, right.
I can imagine it.
If I go to the consultation, I can ask the consultant then if it's safe to fly the next time.
Oh, brilliant. So you're going to fly there and then ask him? Can't you ask him before you go?
No, I mean, I'm going to go on the train there.
Why can't you phone the guy and say, look, is it safe for me to fly?
Because I had to pay like 500 quid for just a report,
Right.
So just to look at my MRIs.
Shit.
So I'm not asking any more questions.
I
If
say
any
we
children
all.
come for a consultation-
I will phone them and ask them. How's that? We'll all frickin' phone them.
This is what basically why I'm nervous at the minute is because I'm not allowed to go in the car at the moment without a neck brace on, and I don't have an. It's so confusing, but basically, my doctor doesn't have a clue what I'm on about because it's like rare disease kind of thing, and it's having to be dealt with within another country. But I've asked them to refer me to athletics, and they were just like straight up, no, we don't know what you're on about. This is a consultant in Spain. Oh, we're not sure about it. Let's refer you to our orthopedics in February.
Right.
And they can assess you by then. And I'm like, right, February. I know from a consultant in Spain that I'm definitely got something that's life-threatening if I'm not wearing a neck brace while travelling. What am I going to do? And they're like, well, can you cancel your medical appointments between now and February and postpone them? And I went, what, and not go out till February? And they were like, yeah, practically. I just couldn't believe it. I thought with an anxiety disorder, you're telling someone to stay until February. Who's got agoraphobia. That's just ridiculous.
It's not understood.
So yeah, I then asked my physio, told him about it, didn't even ask for the report, and he referred me. So yeah.
There you go.
That's just UK doctors for you.
Yeah, some of them are alright, man. They're under a lot of pressure.
No. They are with like normal stuff, just not the rare stuff.
Yeah.
It's understandable though, isn't it? But
Yeah. Too right. Sorry, my phone just went off.
It's okay.
Whoops.
I'm being boring anyway, I'm rambling.
No, you could. It's fine, man.
But yeah, the
anything goes.
To get to Spain, and
so
you just got to London.
Yeah, you're going to do anything to sort of prepare for it, or you're just going to go for it? Because you're going to do it.
Well, I'm waiting to get obviously the next place to be able to travel, and then I was going to like plan to go more distance. Not obviously within money permitting, because obviously we're saving to go to Spain. But and it's going to cost a bloody fortune trying to go by train.
Yeah.
But we're booked to go next month to the Severn Valley Railway. I don't know if you saw
I've seen that.
Which is an exposure in itself, I guess, because it's like a random train in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? Well, not in the middle of nowhere, but
it's somewhere.
It's not like a normal train, is it? And it's over like high bridges and stuff, and that'll be freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like heights either.
Oh well, you'll get over that as well.
I was even getting freaked out watching I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out Here with they're on those bloody ladders up over a cliff edge. I was like, oh god, horrible. You know what? Fine. Now we've learned how to do these exposures though, for like going out and stuff. We're going to be so good at like, imagine we want to I want to conquer the fear of heights.
You would think so. Yeah, you would think so. Yeah. I have a fear of hard work. That hasn't sorted.
I don't think you're going to conquer that anytime.
No, definitely not.
I'm like scared of rats as well. Like, I don't know if I could conquer that one. But I mean, you don't have to be in contact with a rat, do you? So it's absolutely fine.
I married one. Oh my days. Yeah, I want to fly. I want to fly.
Yeah, change the subject.
In a plane. Yeah, I did. I'm really good at that. I want to fly, man. I want to go to America. Like, I've wanted to go to America for ages.
How would we actually deal? Like, Drew's dealt with this, hasn't he?
I think what you do is you go online, you book a ticket, then on the day that you're supposed to fly, you go to the airport, and you freak out.
And then you don't go.
Oh, no, you go. You freak out on the plane, because we're under no illusions. We're going to freak out on the plane.
Yeah.
And then you land in America, probably feeling a bit freaky still and jelly legs.
You just missed out the in-between of like banging on the windows trying to get off.
Yeah, but that's just part and parcel, isn't it?
It's more like to be frozen in the seat though, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's fine, whatever. But you know that once you're on it and the door's shut, you're making it to America. Whether you're alive or not, you're still going to make it there.
So, you know, I think it's because my last experience of going on a plane was actually America. And one, we had really bad turbulence on the way there, and then
thanks for
on
putting
the way
me
back,
off.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're putting me off
on the
already.
way back, it was when the Icelandic volcano erupted, and we had to turn back after 4 hours, but because we got too much fuel, we had to circle for another 2 hours.
Nice.
and it was just horrible because we had to drop down in altitude further down because of the ash cloud above, so the plane wouldn't come down, which caused a lot of pressure in our ears, and it was absolutely horrible.
Boiled sweet, love. Boiled sweet. That's what you need.
It does. It just does not work.
Oh, I'll stop eating them then. I was just preparing.
When we had like a connection flight from Manchester to Atlanta, Florida. Because of security, our cases went back to Florida, but we got left in Atlanta.
Right.
And all of the airports was closed for a few days because of obviously the flights were stopped.
Yeah.
And we didn't have any money or anything, and the hotel was so crap. It was with hotel. The airline was being crap. It was with Ryanair, I think.
You can't say that.
Oh, okay.
No, they're shit.
I don't know if it was Ryanair, you know.
They're shit anyway.
But they gave us this little backpack with all this stuff in, and there was literally like a toothbrush, which was like the bristles were falling off.
Nice.
The soap literally was like a plastic bar that didn't work, and it was like this really big oversized T-shirt, and that's all we got, and we were stuck for a week with no luggage at all, no medication for anybody, nothing.
Yeah.
And we're literally camping out in a hotel lobby for 2 nights, literally.
Like Dora the Explorer.
Which was good. Yeah, we were camping out in this lobby with this computer. We'd been moaning that we hadn't got any Wi-Fi all week, and then all we were left with was Wi-Fi in Atlanta.
Wi-Fi in Atlanta. That's where Josh landed, Atlanta.
Yeah, it was a bit of like a rougher side of Atlanta.
Yeah.
We were told not to go out of the hotel.
Right. There you go then.
No idea why, but we witnessed like real side of America instead of the commercial like Disney stuff, because we was like 2 feet away from like a lightning bolt at one point, and we saw Atlanta rather than like say the commercial side. It was like good, but we eventually got our cases back and we were fine in the end. But yeah, I nearly kissed the floor at Manchester because I was so happy to get back.
Yeah.
I didn't. It's disgusting.
Yeah, don't.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Getting to the point, it was a bad experience.
That's fine.
I think that's why I've got it in my head that like, yeah, it's negative about flying, but really it probably isn't.
Everything's negative.
I just thought I could do like a really, really, really short flight, like in the UK, couldn't I?
You could just jump. Just jump on the spot.
I am
Fucking
not tall,
idiot.
to be honest. I'm like 5'11".
Oh dear.
But yeah.
You'll be fine. We'll sort it. You'll be fine.
I literally was on the phone to you for ages.
I could drive you to Spain. I can drive anywhere. There you go.
Yeah, true.
Job done.
There is the Eurostar as well, but I think that'd be free too as well.
Yeah, I really want to do that. But I need a passport. Can you actually
see out of the windows? Can you see the water, or is it like closed?
No, I think it's under the water. It's under the water. Yeah. It's not in the water.
See, I won't even get the tube in London. I'm terrified of being underground.
No, me neither. I used to though.
It's got the lack of escape.
Yeah. I used to do anything. Like I've been to Trafalgar Square at New Year. Like that's how bonkers I used to be. Just like when I was 15, celebrating that. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But now I won't even go there on a Sunday pissing night when there's no bugger there except 40,000 pigeons.
You know, that's like me as well. You know, have you ever heard of Himley Hall?
No. I thought you said Henry, but you said Himley.
No, Himley. It's near us, and it's like one of the biggest like bonfires in the UK. It's like a bonfire night, and it literally thousands and thousands of people. Like you can't move. You literally have to hold on to the person in front of you to get out of there. It's massive. It's got a massive fun fair. I used to go every year as a teenager, like with all my friends, and go on the fair. And now, like you just said, I won't even go down there and walk in the park when it's empty, and because I'm worried that I might get like halfway across the field and feel panicky and can't get out.
You'll always get out.
It's so stupid though, isn't it, really?
Yep.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You can't believe it when you do it as well. It's like, I can't believe I've just done that. It was so simple, but didn't even. And then you wish that you did it sooner.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's time to act. It's time to act now.
Yeah, imagine if I actually get to Spain and I actually do this.
Yeah. You will.
Then I could just go on holiday when I'm better.
There you go then.
I could just go on holiday, like go to another country and go on holiday. Because I've got to conquer the train station fear or the airport
Mhm.
fear in all these different countries, like Paris, which is like big in the news and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
god, it'd be scary, wouldn't it?
Mhm. Oh yeah, you'll freak out. Don't pretend that you won't, because you will.
And it's going to be flooding if it's within 6 months.
Mhm. But you will survive.
And everyone's expecting, because I have to do it, that you've got to do it, just get on with it. And it's just like, whoa.
Exactly.
And I'm probably going to have like lots of stress before then, but whatever.
Mhm.
It's going to have to happen, isn't it? If it's your health, it's health.
I guarantee that if I'm still doing this podcast this time next year, you'll have been. And that's it.
I literally have no choice because Mum.
You won't be watching these
Maybe
videos
we'll-
anymore. Because you'll be out there, living. But to be
Yeah.
fair, I probably won't be doing them. Because I hopefully will be out there living as well. So there'll just be
Yeah,
like a
hopefully.
mannequin. There'll be a mannequin sitting in this chair with a backwards hat. Just like, sorry, stream's not working. I'm just going to record like some automated thing. Stream's not
Oh,
working,
dear.
bye.
Well, the stream never works, does it really?
Nope. It's all part of the fun. It's just a prank. It's just a prank. This is a prank channel, really. Oh,
Literally,
God.
when I turned it on, I was like, oh no, it's not going to work again.
I didn't swear, though,
And
this
then I
time.
heard the music come on, I thought, oh, for God's sake.
Yes. We're
I
representing.
literally thought for 1 minute it was going to be 2 hours of that music.
No, it's only lasts for 2 minutes, 7 seconds. I'd already timed it. Oh, well. Right then, man. How you feeling now? How you feeling now?
I don't know.
You stopped shaking.
That's a good sign. Yeah, I'm completely fine
There
now.
you go.
Completely chilled.
See how we just did
Yeah.
that, ladies and gentlemen, watching? Like, we talked for 10 minutes,
Diversion.
and she's just forgot how she feels. There you go.
Yeah.
£30, please.
No, it's more that I don't care how I feel now.
Oh, there
which is
you go
weird.
then. See?
That's
That's
what
it then.
takes. Well, what are you going to do when I go to Spain? Are you all going to bring me for like?
Yeah, definitely. How you feeling now, Jem? Yes, madame. That's French. I don't know Spanish. I'm sorry.
Oh, imagine I'm there at the other end, just shaking, and I can't get home.
Mhm,
Oh God,
mhm.
the thought of it.
You'll be fine.
Oh, dear.
Right then,
I'm
man.
going to have to definitely go out before then. So
Yeah, you will. You'll go out plenty of times.
lots of
Don't
time.
stress about it. You'll be
Right, I'll
fine,
let you
man.
go because I am really, really waffling again.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that 20 minutes ago. I'm joking. I'm on my second bottle of water, man. Well,
Oh my
well
God, I
prepared.
was worrying before this stream. I don't know if you saw on the Facebook chat,
Mm.
Facebook group, sorry.
No.
That I drank a litre of water. Within
Oh,
an
I
hour
seen
or
that.
so, and I was freaking out that I'm going to have water intoxication.
Oh, God.
I'm still alive.
I will try and get water intoxication by the end of the stream. I'll just keep going, man.
Do not say that. It really freaks me out because it is possible, isn't it? But I'm
Yeah,
sure
I'm
it's
gonna.
like 6 litres in 3 hours. Yeah, I'll totally
I'll
Google
see what I can do.
it. But anyway.
May need a toilet break.
See you in
Sweet.
a bit anyway.
Yeah, take it easy.
Bye.
It's alright, mate. Look at that. We just solved all Gemma's problems. I might get water intoxication. I can't remember what else. Oh yeah, she forgot how she was feeling. That was the idea. But distraction isn't great, but it's hard not to be distracted when I'm just being a fool. You thought I was going to swear. I was talking about something before Gemma called, but I can't remember what. Oh, I asked people to tell me where they are, who's in the UK. Yeah, man. Cheshire, Warwickshire, Bedford. Got another call. Oh, no. You know who it is. Mr. Romanian.
Mr. Romanian, that Romanian guy. Billy, my man, what's up?
How you doing, man?
I'm very good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right, thank you. I'm feeling good.
Just want to say, your kid is very, very awesome.
Yeah, it's
He
amazing,
just
man.
Looks exactly like you.
Poor
He
thing.
has the same headphones.
Good point. Good point. He'll be all right.
Billy, regarding the subject, I know I texted you on Facebook, private message you on Facebook. I was expecting to be something related to expectations, but if you change this, and it's a very good idea.
So what I decided was, because it's Thanksgiving, I weren't sure how many viewers we were going to get, but I just thought like maybe every 5th episode, we just like anything goes. So because there's people that maybe can't relate to the topics that we're talking about.
That's a very good idea, Billy.
I'm a genius.
Mario.
I'm a genius.
You are. You're
So,
a freaking genius.
Episode 10 will be like this as well. Anything goes. Like, people just call up whatever. If they want to talk about depression, social anxiety, whatever. Anything goes.
That's very cool. That's very cool of you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, man. What do you want to talk about? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very okay. A little bit tired.
Tired? That's because you don't sleep.
It's freaking...
1:30.
midnight.
Yep. And that's early. That's early for you, isn't it?
That's early for me, of course.
Yeah.
I sleep 3, 4, 5 hours a night. It's okay. I just wanted to know if you have any expectations from this podcast, from this live stream. Sorry. Do you want to ask me some questions that you think that are relatable to your live stream?
No.
Or do you want me to?
I don't know, man. How do you feel it's going? What do you think? We're 5 episodes in. Like I was thinking.
Going freaking well, dude.
I was thinking today that maybe people are getting bored of it already. Like that's what I was thinking.
People are not getting bored of it. People from the group are very, very supportive, and they watch your whole freaking video. Just like you and Drew said, we give props to all the guys that just watched us through this point of the video.
Yeah.
People from the group actually watch your whole video, and we are glad and actually honored to be on your live stream because you help so many people, so many of us. You do have straight up ideas that help us. You don't go blabberish like drink that, don't eat that, or ideas.
Yeah, exactly. You do what you want.
I was just thinking if it's free, anything goes tonight.
Yeah.
I was thinking of touching some ideas about going down memory lane.
Yeah, go for it.
Like,
let's go.
I don't know if this is a possible subject, like how did you get anxiety? Maybe it will be a long live stream. Sorry. I would like to talk about how did I get anxiety.
Go for it. The floor is yours.
I've always been a people's pleaser, not in the wrong way. I've always liked to keep the dearest ones close to me, and friends, family, acquaintances. I've always wanted to be there for them, and I've always put my soul and my nerves and everything up to the situations that they were going through. That led me to anxiety, but I didn't know that then. I do know that now.
Okay.
When I first got anxiety, it was October 2016.
Okay.
I had... This could be a possible trigger for some people, if it's okay with you.
Bear with me. Yeah, go on.
Thank you. I had a sharp pain from the back to my left arm that went up straight to the thumbs, and it kept on going like 3 straight weeks top. I didn't think it was something serious, or I don't know. I support pain. It's nothing that impresses me. But I had to get it checked. I went to the doctors. I had an MRI. I had an MRI scan for cranial and cervical areas. And I've come to terms that I have some nerve damage to the spinal cord in the cervical area.
Right.
The brain was all good. Everything was okay. Then dizziness. Sorry, I'm not going to try to get into symptoms because all anxiety sufferers really like.
We're all triggered right now. We're all triggered.
Wait, it's just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh shit! You're just getting started.
Yes, I'm just getting started. It's funny that this physical condition has gave me enough symptoms that were related to anxiety, but it all were actually physical condition.
Mm-hmm.
To put it out, I've got cervical hernia.
Right.
That is very nasty. I do not wish upon anybody to have that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good. I've got arm numbness. I had dizziness. I had the whole freaking textbook that you could come up with cervical hernia. But then anxiety started to kick in.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had a medical condition and I was used to please everybody.
Yeah.
Like every freaking body. Sorry, I was just about to curse.
It's fine. We're due a few. Go on.
Okay. The point is that was a scary start point for me because the symptoms that were related to my cervical hernia condition brought me to attention that I should look upon the past. In the past, 11 years ago, when I was 17, my mother, at the age of 42, had a stroke just in front of me.
Right.
And that was very, very unpleasant.
Of course. Bit late with the trigger warning there. Sorry.
I was just a kid back there going through high school. I was just preparing to get my high school degree. When my mom actually had the stroke, I didn't know it was a stroke. I drove her to the emergency like 5 minutes or so. That was the fact that saved her life.
Well done. Good man.
After a few days, the doctor said that she would be traumatized. She is paralyzed on her left side.
Right.
And to this day, I'm grateful that she's still here. That particular thing taught me how to cook, how to go and do the shop, how to pay banks, how to wash, how to be a woman in the house. And I'm very proud of it.
Yeah. You should be.
Yes, of course, but the sad thing about it, I had too many emotional traumas. Being a person that likes to please the one close to you.
Yeah.
I was actually sending out no signals that I was emotionally attacked by the event. Yesterday, I don't know if you followed because we are friends on Facebook. Yesterday, a colleague of mine in the college had died in 2014. 2014, sorry. He died in an helicopter crash. He was in the military.
Okay.
I had a close friend of mine that was I don't know how to say it. She was injured in a fire in a club called Collective in Romania.
Yeah.
Something like the Station nightclub in West Warwick, Rhode Island. She died 3 weeks after the fire because she was prone to bacteria in the hospital, and that was very cruel way to die.
Yeah.
I've had so many people, so many
traumas,
situations, yes, and traumas that left me numb, that didn't give me the perspective that, dude, your friend is gone, your uncle is gone, or what if? Nothing left me anywhere else in the present. Like, you should react this way. You should go and be sad and be in mourning, everything else. Nothing. I was just numb. The point that I want to make is that all of those things that happened in the past remained in the past. But when you struggle with anxiety, when you remember them, it all come up.
Yeah.
It's a freaking hell, man. It's fucking hell, at least I could say.
Yeah.
Today I'm watching a video that the country's state of department of military made for the commemoration of those victims that were burned in the 2014 plane crash, or sorry, helicopter crash. That is very traumatizing for me now.
Yeah.
Because of anxiety, I now feel very, very disappointed that those people are not a part of my life right now.
Of course. Yeah. That's natural.
It's very natural, but it was. I expect it to be natural when the actual event happened.
Yeah, sometimes it takes time though, man. You're in shock or whatever, you know?
Yes, I know.
You don't need to read too much into that, man. You're okay to grieve. Like, there is no time limit on it. There's no rule book on it, man.
I know, but it
doesn't make you any less of a person.
It's very funny that you should be prepared for the moment. I mean, like, everybody dies.
How can you can't be prepared for a moment like that. You can't be prepared. My mum died 5 years ago, mate, and you can't prepare for a moment like that.
Shit very happens.
Exactly. You just got to enjoy the time that you've got.
Of course. Personally, I don't want to be rude or anything. Again,
you've already swore once.
Twice, actually.
Little shit. Carry on.
Thank you. The thing that I fear the most, because this is why I put up the subject tonight.
Yeah.
Yesterday's, because tonight is today for you. Sorry.
We get it.
Yesterday's morning I watched you guys, Drew, and you doing your podcast about
driving, the new one.
No, not driving. I saw that one, but that's not where I'm going at. I saw the podcast that you were doing about finding the root cause of your problem.
Okay, yeah.
And I didn't know what my root problem is, and I do not know right now what the freaking problem is.
We say that finding the root cause isn't important with dealing with the disorder that you've got. Dealing with the disorder is important now, and maybe look into why after.
Yes, I see where you're going, and from my point of view, from 2016 October, that I first got into the anxiety circle.
Yeah.
I've been prescribed meds.
The anxiety circle, like the magic circle. Brilliant.
It's not so magical, but it's a circle.
Magical thinking.
Yes, of course. It's very, very magical. Not fun, but it's magical.
It's also fake. That's why it's magical, because it's not real.
It's fake.
Carry on.
Of course, it's fake, but it's fake up till the point where you realize that it's fake. Because at first up, when you go into that anxiety circle, you are wind up just like in a washing machine.
Yes.
You start Googling up, you start asking your friends, and maybe get embarrassed, and the stigma about
of course. It's
anxiety sufferers,
real.
panic attack sufferers, depression sufferers. We all know that. You get judged by it, but it's your actions that count. You just simply are scared of it at the start. You just go around Googling your symptoms, Googling that, Googling this. It's not helpful.
100%.
In my opinion, the fun fact, it's, I don't know, sorry, if I could make a parenthesis, if you were
don't know what it means, but yeah, go for it.
If you were point A and Drew was point B, I was actually in the middle of you both.
Okay.
Because I didn't go to psychologists, didn't went to psychiatrists. I just educated myself the best way I could. I googled up books. I found out and read Dr. Clarick's books.
You watch my videos, mate. That's the fucking real deal.
Your videos are the shiznit.
Ooh. And I don't give a fuck about stigma. If somebody wants to take the piss out of me for having anxiety, go ahead. Fuck you. Go ahead.
Exactly my point. If anybody messes with you on that shit, it's between...
I'll bring my army. My fucking anxiety magic fucking circle.
I'm gonna make you a shirt, man.
A what?
That says a shirt.
I thought you said a short, man. I thought, what? You're chopping me?
Not a short.
Chopping me pissing legs
off?
off?
A shirt.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make you a shirt, man, that says, if you hit me, we hit you.
Whatever, man. Let's do this. Let's all get tattoos. We're not doing that.
Just kidding, Billy. Of course, we're not doing that.
Cool, man.
So,
I appreciate your call. It's been an emotional call. I can hear the emotion in your voice, man.
I'm not emotional.
Oh, it sounds like it. Sounds like it to me.
No, I'm just tired. I'm very good at... I've got the chance to get online with you because I was
with
trying
the master.
Of course.
I'm full of shit, mate. I'm in a good mood.
You're okay, good. You're okay, Billy.
I mean no harm.
You're okay, Billy. Don't sweat it. I'm just good that we get the chance to get online and support your project. Sorry for the delay. I was trying to contact you. But
that's okay, man. It's always good to talk to you, dude. It's always good. You know where I am, man. You reach out to me anytime you like. And I mean that. I do mean that.
Thoughtful of you.
You're welcome.
So I'll leave you to your next
fan. Man. Time's fan. My next fan. Oh, man.
Good. You're a rock star.
Thank you. I can't play guitar. I'll try and sing for you one day. Take it easy, man. It's good to talk to you.
Too, Billy.
Keep your chin up.
Take care and have a great week.
I will. And you too, mate. And you too.
Thank you.
See you later.
Thank you. God bless you.
Ta-ra, man. David the Romanian. That was good, man. A lot of shit that man's been through. A lot of shit. But he's still going. And he's got my support. 100%. I can't remember what I was saying before. I can't read the comments without my glasses. If anybody else wants to call, man, I can't believe how quick this has gone. This is stupid. It's 20 to frickin' 11 already. Oh yeah, people saying where they were from. Cheshire, Warwickshire, Lincoln. I did live in Warwickshire. I now live in Staffordshire. See, I don't know if the people that have commented are still watching, but Jane, you did drag yourself out of holes. And I did help you. Thank you. I'm glad. Bedfordshire. Red Dog wanted to know if it was free to call. Yeah, well, I assume. I assume it is. It's just a normal local number. 012-1318-6180. Or if you're on Skype, add me, Anxiety United. You'll get through, man. How am I doing? I'm pretty good, man. I'm pretty good. I feel like I'm on an upward path. 100%. Like, I still have shit days. I still have down days. But I always know they're going to pass. That's the thing. You've got to know that they're going to pass. Yes, you've got to do something about it. Like, if you're stuck in the house, then get out of the house. And I know it sounds stupid and easy, but it really is. That's what you've got to do, man. That is what you've got to do. If it's social anxiety, just start off, I don't know, make some calls, go and see somebody, or just get out. The only way to get through this shit is to do this shit. I know it's easier said than done because I'm still in the shit, but making progress, man. Making progress. That's the main thing, isn't it? As long as we're moving forward, then who cares? Yes, magic is fake. I hate to break it to you. How's the anxiety with this podcast? I've had a few wobbly moments. I've had a few iffy moments. It's just when I bring my attention back to myself, like, how am I feeling? Like, I ask myself in my own head, How do I feel? And then maybe I'll go on a bit of a wobble. Who cares, man? I ain't switching it off. I will die on this stream if I have to. Does anybody else want to call? I've got like 19 minutes left. I can't fucking believe it. I've started swearing. It's took me an hour and a half to start swearing. I was doing so well. It's David. Oh, why you done this to me? Has anybody got any questions or anything? Because, like, I am probably only going to do 2 hours today. Last week was, like, the marathon of all marathons. 3 hours I did. These headphones are really hurting my ears. I don't know why I've got them on. It's to hide my red ears, because they're red now. Because I've had the pissing earphones on. Is anybody still watching? It says there's people still watching. Does anybody want to know anything? Ask me a question, anything. I don't care. The answer is probably. I'll just vape for a minute. Tell you a joke. I don't do jokes. I am a fucking joke. That's the joke. Call me, Michael. Call me. You tell me a joke. Somebody call me and tell me a joke. Anything goes. If you don't want to talk about mental health or anxiety for the last 15, 20 minutes, just call me, man. Let's talk about football. No, let's not. Let's talk about Brexit. Oh, we just lost 25,000 viewers. We didn't have 25,000. Oh, good man. He's going to call. Of course he's going to call. He's a good lad. I can tell you a joke. No, I can't tell you a joke. I ain't telling jokes. I'm not a comedian. Although I am quite funny looking. Has anybody got any questions? Like, surely somebody has a question. Ask me something. Anything. I'm going to sit here silent. Watch this for the most uncomfortable 2 minutes on YouTube. I've got to say something. I was supposed to be being silent, but I was just going to say that you know that I can be silent. What am I vaping? I get this question every week, which means you didn't watch last week, so I'm not going to tell you. How long have I been off the cigarettes? It was 2 years in August. 2 years in August. Wait, we got a question. Why does anxiety cause 24/7 dizziness? Oh man, you're not going to like my answer. It doesn't. It doesn't cause 24/7 dizziness. It might cause a bit of it, but not 24/7. Caller. Yo, caller.
Yes, my name's Wilma, Billy.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. Sorry I didn't text you a wee message for a phone there.
That's alright, you don't have to. We just go we go straight in with this. We don't plan this stuff.
I've got a wee question.
Go on then. I'm scared.
If you
hit me with it.
No.
Oh dear.
What?
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
I've suffered anxiety. I'm in my 60s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've had anxiety and depression for years, but not bad depression, controllable sort of thing.
Yeah. Medicated or.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what was I going to say? So, when I was a wee girl, and I had always sick, always something up with me.
Mm-hmm.
And the doctors used to say she's just ultra sensitive.
Right.
She's just an ultra sensitive wee girl.
Mm-hmm.
It'll go away as she gets older. Now, I had quite a good career, a good childhood and everything. And when I was a teenager, I'd done a lot of, in the day, modelling and things like that.
Okay.
So, on the surface, I appeared really confident.
Yeah.
But inside, I was dying.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember friends used to say to me, "Oh my God." I mean, even now they'll say, "Oh my God, I can remember you when you were young. And how did you do all that? I would never have the guts to do that."
Yeah, yeah.
But I've still done it with all that fear inside. And even today, I've done things with all that fear.
Yeah.
But afterwards, I'm exhausted.
That's natural.
If I do something really fearful, I'm strong, I'll go and do it.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's afterwards.
Because you're,
in my bed for 2
I
days
think
suffering.
the term we usually use is like white knuckling it. So that's what you're probably doing.
Oh, aye.
Yeah, yeah. So you're gripping tight and tense, and you're fighting your way through it and braving your way through it, which is admirable, but it's not the ideal way to do it.
No. But you see, I was brought up, you don't talk about these things.
Yeah, yeah. That's a different generation.
But my daughter has now got anxiety, which she's had for a long time. And we're very close, and she'll phone me or message me on WhatsApp, and quite often it's WhatsApp. I feel as if I can't breathe. My heart's beating too fast, and this is really, really serious shit. Sort of swearing there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "You're all right, just relax, take your mind off it, go and do something." I don't think I can. And I said, "Look," Joe said, "Oh, do you think if I do this it would help?" It's just a day off to do. I said, "Yeah." I said, "I think if you go and to do your hair, go and do that, sit down, that'll keep your mind off. Can't breathe."
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm giving her the right message. When she phones up in a panic like that, it's like life or death.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
horrible. Exactly. Because that's the thing. Because
and I don't know how to help.
Because you've got the emotional attachment of wanting to save her or wanting to help her, but like what she should really do, and what I did a couple of weeks ago, because I really wanted to phone my dad when I was freaking out in this room.
She's probably listening.
Yeah, she is. She already commented.
Yeah. Okay.
But the key thing would be to just not make that call to you or not message you, and just know that it's going to pass anyway. So, you know, it's difficult. Like if I speak to my dad about it, he would say that a similar sort of thing. Like try and advise you to do something, distract. But the harsh reality is like it ain't going to kill you. It ain't going to kill you.
I know.
No matter what. Like you're living proof of that, because like you just said, you've done all that stuff for years, and you're still here. And maybe you were doing it, you know, you weren't doing it the right way, but you're still here. You're still here. So, phone call or not, if she'd have messaged you or not, like, it ain't going to make no difference at the end of the day. The only problem is she's reinforcing that, thinking that she needs to do that to survive, when she doesn't. But she's listening. I know she's listening. So stop texting your mother.
Honestly, we do. We're in touch.
It's so hard though. Yeah, I know what it's like.
But I don't mind her messaging me.
Yeah, of course you don't. Yeah,
she did that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, if she didn't have ended to pick up a phone, I would rather. But I would sometimes think I'm maybe not helping by saying the wrong thing. Or sometimes I have said the wrong thing.
You can't. Yeah, it's so hard to like. What is the wrong thing? What is the right thing? Like nobody knows. Yeah. Nobody knows what the right or wrong thing is.
How do you help somebody out of that? Panic.
Well, the way that I would do it is I would try and calm down, tell them you're going to be okay. Like it doesn't matter what you do. Like if you want to do something, do something. For some people, it's just impossible to not do something. You have to do something. Like I've been there. I've panicked and splashed water on my face and go upstairs and I don't know, just lay on the bed or whatever. But the truth, like the harsh truth, is that it wouldn't have mattered if I'd have done any of that. I didn't need to splash water on my face because it didn't save me from anything. And when you start to...
She hasn't been well this week as well.
I know, she's got a chest infection.
But
she just told everybody.
You know, it is a worry. Well, we don't live in the same house.
Yeah.
But she's only a 2-minute drive away from me.
Well, she just said that you always say the right thing.
Oh, that's so nice.
There you
I'm
go.
thinking I say the wrong thing, you know.
Yeah, no, but there is no right or wrong
I
thing.
do worry myself
It's really
sick
difficult.
about it.
But it's a nice perspective to have from you to call in, because obviously I don't know, because I don't know what I would say, because I've not seen many people have panic attacks. Not like with the closeness of you and your daughter, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Oh, thanks very much, Billy.
All I'm doing is listening, man. But
no, you're not. You're doing more than that. You're doing well. You're talking, and that's the main thing.
That's it.
Yeah, when you've shared there, you've got your dad there.
Yeah.
But what do you do? Do you not? I don't want to, or not to phone me.
Yeah. Well, that's
up there terrified.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's the difficult bit, because it makes me sound like an arsehole for saying it, but
no,
like
it doesn't.
she really needs to just call you when she feels okay. That's what should happen. That's what I would do now. I wouldn't call my dad in the height of a panic. I'd just sit, let it ride itself out, and then I'll call him and tell him what's happened, maybe, you know. But it's really, it's on.
I
it's on her.
probably am a bit. I'm probably a bit overbearing, mind you, because I'll phone her and say.
Well, that's because you care and you're worried. That's it.
And then if I don't hear from her, I'll phone her.
Yeah. Which is, it's understandable. It's totally understandable. It's horrible. What a horrible position to be in. Like, if my lad or my daughter start experiencing regular panic attacks, I'll do what you do.
Yeah.
I'll expect them to call me. So
I know.
I'm telling you what is the right way and wrong way, but I ain't gonna follow my own advice.
Good. No, it's good to hear another.
Let's be real.
Person say that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think my husband understands either the fullness of it unless somebody's been there.
That's
it.
I
think you've got to walk the walk to talk the talk.
Yeah, definitely, and that's why you feel the way that you do about it, and that's why you want to be there for her and offer all the support you can, because you know what it feels like.
I couldn't say that to my mother or father or
anybody. It's impossible. It's impossible for him to understand. It's impossible if you haven't lived it. It's impossible.
That's right. And that's the worst thing in the world I ever wanted her to be, was like that.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can't plan how somebody's going to feel.
Exactly. Of course you can't.
You know, I'm just so grateful that she shares with me.
Yeah. What we need, though, is for her. We need for her to share it with you after the fact, not before.
Right, Valerie.
That would be my advice.
Okay. That's great. Thanks very much.
You are more than welcome.
I'm so glad you've got this.
I intend to carry on.
Good.
Yeah,
Charlene
it's good.
Introduced me to it. That's been great.
Thanks very much. Wonderful to have you on board, and you are welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Look after yourself. I'll talk to you soon.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Okay, good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Way, another caller. We're getting through them. Yes. Do as I said. I'm not going to say your name. Miss. But yeah, it's so difficult, man. So difficult. It's the worst. Like I say, if Josh or my daughter ever experience this stuff, then it's impossible. Like, I don't know how I'll feel about it, but I sure as hell know that I'll want them to tell me when they're freaking out. But I know it's not the right thing to do. But what do you do, man? Like, when it's your own? Can't be easy. Can't be easy. Has anybody said anything? When I breathe in, it's like I'm losing my breath. Trying to stick to breathing through your nose. Don't even bother. Don't even bother doing that. Just, you ain't gonna stop breathing. You ain't gonna stop breathing. Not today. Not while I'm on the frickin' stream. You call me. Our minds can do some crazy things. You googled heart problems and started reading into things. Yep. That's somebody mentioned health anxiety in the forum the other day, and I said that's how I got over it. Just stopping researching it. I got a call coming in, man. Good evening.
Hello, it's Kate.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm absolutely shitting myself.
Oh, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. First time I've spoke to you.
Yeah, the only reason I'm ringing is because I was scared to ring. Like, I have really bad social anxiety.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Don't watch it then. You're not watching the stream, are you? Just look away.
Gemma's watching it in the other room.
Yeah, you're just on a call, man. You're just on a call to a mate. How's it going?
I'm honestly shitting myself.
What's scary?
I don't even know. Like, it's I can't even explain why it's scary. There's no reason why it's scary.
That's it. Would you normally do you use the phone, or do you have like social anxiety issues with using the phone to anyone, or is it just because it's a new person, or what? Or is it because I'm a global megastar? Is that what it is?
That must be it.
Yeah. Oh man.
No, I'm more like talking to family and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even. I'm much better socially than I used to be. Like,
yeah. So what?
I've been socially anxious.
What do you experience? What do you experience when you get the social stuff? Like, what are the physical things? Like, what's happening to you now?
Well, right now, the only thing that's happening is my heart. I can feel my heart pounding and my heart's racing.
It means it's working.
And yeah, definitely. And I just know for a fact I've gone bright red, and I've gone hot and sweaty. Yeah. That's it,
fine.
really.
That's nothing.
But, yeah.
I'm always sweating when I'm doing this, man. You get used to it after a bit. Oh dear.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I thought I might as well. There's nothing stopping me.
That's a massive step for you then. Just picking up the phone, because I know that you were freaking out about it. Because Gemma mentioned you like 2 weeks ago or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, she's just been sat here for the last sort of 20 minutes going, "Go on, ring. If I can go to Spain, you can ring."
Well, that's it. Small price to pay, man. It's the least you can do. But awesome. Well done. There's nothing stopping you now.
Yeah, definitely. No.
So you can't.
I see everybody else like scared to go out, and
Yeah.
sort of like it's harder to avoid that sort of stuff. Like, you can't really avoid going out, and look, I don't get scared of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, which is mad. So what
I don't have,
what is it that
with that? But like, obviously, like the social anxiety, it's easier to avoid. You can just, it's easier just to not speak to someone, or not to go around someone's house and have a conversation. So just take the easy road out and avoid it. But yeah.
So what are you gonna do? That's what I want to know. What are you gonna do to fix it?
I ain't got a clue. Just I suppose anything that makes me feel anxious, I'm just going to do it anyway.
Yeah. So do you work on it? Do you consciously work on it, or you do you avoid?
Like I said, I'm a lot better than I used to be.
Yeah.
I've been like it ever since I was a kid, and I couldn't even talk to my family. Like, I used to sit in silence around even like my mum, my sister, or all my family, just complete silence.
Yeah.
It didn't really get better until I was 18 and I moved away for uni. And I was sort of like on my own, new life, new start, and I just suddenly just changed.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's never gone back to how I was when I was a kid, but I've never progressed further.
Yeah.
It's been a bit harder the last couple of years because I struggle with my own health problems as well, so I don't really have the opportunities to go and socialise with whoever, whenever I want to. So sort of like my health sort of in a way forced me to avoid it at the same time. But yeah.
I was just going to ask, like, can you still feel your heart pounding? I feel like I'm a faith healer tonight. I'm just healing people, man. Sending these vibes through the freaking airwaves. But this is like doing what you've just done now. Like, if you phoned next week, you won't feel as anxious. And if you phoned again the week after, you won't feel as anxious. And if you kept phoning every week, like, yeah, I'll get pissed off with it. That's just natural. But you won't feel anxious. It's like me doing this. Like, I don't know if you've watched any of them, but I've freaked out on this a couple of times, and the first few times I did it, it was horrible. But now it's just getting so much easier, and that's the proof. That's the only proof that anybody should need, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Whatever
I don't feel
it
as
is.
anxious right now as when I rang. Like,
There you go.
I forced Gemma to get out of the room, and I pressed call, and I was screaming like, "Oh my God, no, I'm doing it. I can't do this."
And I left it ringing for a minute as well, because I was waffling on, as you do. But that's awesome.
Yeah.
We'll have to do, because I think Gemma mentioned, like, when we do an episode about social anxiety, you were going to call in, so we will. We definitely will.
Yeah.
And we'll try and get some help, because I don't know. Like, I'm just anxious, full stop. I don't know. It doesn't matter what label I give it. I freak out in all situations. Like me doing this, talking to just random people. Forget the camera. Like, that would usually be enough to freak me out.
Yeah.
So, you're on camera next week. That's the test. Sending a crew round.
No chance.
But think about it. If Gemma's going to Spain, you know what I mean? We're going to use that now. If Gemma's going to Spain, karaoke next week.
Uses it. Any opportunity she can get, she uses it.
I can imagine.
Don't talk about karaoke, because she forces me to do karaoke.
Well, there you go. That's it. A duet. Perfect. Elton John and Kiki D.
Anyone wants to hear that.
Oh, God. Nice one, man. That's it then.
Yeah.
You've done it.
Yeah, cool.
And I can tell you're cooling down. You're calm. And when you get off the phone, you can think to yourself, "Oh yes, I did it. Didn't make a fool of myself. Nobody was judging me. They're all in the same boat. We know what it's like. So just be cool."
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
Call me again, man.
Yeah, I might.
You will. You bloody will. I'm going to make sure of it.
Oh.
I've got your number now anyway, so you're stuffed.
Oh, good.
Sorted. Okay,
yeah,
mate.
Cool. Alright, I'll see you later then.
Yeah, take it easy. I'll speak to you in a bit. Ta-ra.
Bye.
Ta-ra. Oh, yeah. We're healing everybody, man. Who wants healing? It's 11:05, so go heal yourself. I should really be out of here. Anybody got any questions, man? Something that helped me out of many panic attacks is ASMR videos. I bet you've got an ASMR frickin' channel. Especially the ones where someone is talking you down from the anxiety. Really helpful if you have no one around. I was only joking, by the way. I don't believe you have a channel. Maybe you do. But yeah, like, it can be helpful, but in the long run, you don't need it. Because you can't, like, just, no. Stop it. Oh, God. I won't promote anything other than just doing it. Just do it. Whatever it is. Whatever you're scared of. Social anxiety. Face it. Agoraphobia. Face it. Like, health anxiety. Don't face it. But don't research it. Like, stop filling your head with shit. 2 weeks, finally went to the doctors, got the heart checked, and was fine after that. It stopped. Stop Googling and giving yourself more anxiety. Yeah, that is exactly it. Stop Googling. That's what I did. That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about, health anxiety. So I used to have that really bad. Really bad. Anything. Leg pain. Be freaking out. Twinge in the chest. Freaking out. Headaches. Freaking out. Stop looking. Just stop looking for it. It passes. Whatever it is. Unless it's serious. If you need to go to the doctors, like some people would say, like, stop looking for reassurance. There's certain programs on the internet that say stop visiting your doctor and that. That's bullshit. Don't stop visiting your doctor. But once the doctor tells you that you're alright, then stop. Don't keep asking the same questions. No, David. You don't need to call. Yeah, Michael, give me a joke, man. I thought you was calling. When you said give me 2 minutes. Welcome to Staffordshire. Am I visiting Stafford Castle anytime soon? Good question. I have no idea. I didn't even know there was one. I'll tell you where I would like to go. Kenilworth Castle, which is in Warwickshire, I think. Maybe Leicestershire, I'm not even sure. But yeah, I take it you're in Staffordshire, Chris. It's good to be back, man. I was born and raised here in Tamworth. There's nothing to really shout about. Can I... What do you call a three-legged donkey? But we all know this. I'm assuming it's a wonky donkey. But let's see what Michael's answer is, and we'll give him the credit. Just pretend you didn't hear that. I don't know, Michael. What do you call a three-legged donkey? It was a wonky donkey. I'm sorry, Michael. Come back next week. That was lame. We've been going 2 hours. 2 hours, 2 minutes. Has anybody got any questions before I go? Like anything? We've had a few more callers than I expected. I didn't really expect a lot from today's stream, if I'm honest. Especially having no topic, and it's Thanksgiving over in the US. So I didn't know, but you other people, I was going to say you English, but there's Scottish, there's Romanian, and there's a few US that I'm aware of. Does anybody want to know anything? Or can I shut down? You tell me. What do you want me to do, man? Suggestions. Suggestions! I've only had 2 lockets in 2 hours. Last week I had like 2 lockets, 2 extra strong mints, and 2 airwaves. Because I remembered. Although that was 3 hours. But now I'm just getting to the phase where I just rabbit. If I need any callers, David will call. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. He just wants to come back on. Ah, dear. Water intoxication. What was I calling it? Intoxication. I just make words up, man. Y'all believe it. I just said y'all. No, but, like, I've got half a bottle left. What am I vaping? Okay. Alright. I am vaping. Just a nicotine-based e-liquid and a bit of CBD. But I don't vape CBD for anxiety. I vape CBD because I like it. It hasn't improved my anxiety at all. Any functioning anxiety sufferers that manage with work on a day-to-day basis? Awesome question, man. Somebody call in that holds down a full-time job. That'd be interesting. I used to work full-time. I work for myself now. I work from home for myself, and I've been doing it for like 9 years. And it's reasonable. It's reasonable. Andy, call me. Tell me about it. Charlene, I know you do. Yeah. It's mad. So there you go. Who was it that asked? Penny. Any functioning anxiety sufferers that manage with work on a day-to-day basis? The answer is a resounding yes. Of course. Kate's sweating. She's fine, man. She did awesome. She's better than you, Jim. Oh, God. I'm joking. I'm very good at my job. Michael, is that you? It's Michael. That's why he's saying I'm good at my job. He's one of my customers. Am I right? You've watched the whole damn stream, young man. I appreciate your support. Superb. Oh, good lad. Sorry, I was just reading comments. David wants to see if I could tell him an anything goes story. Gemma says, yeah. Kate's chilled out. Tina's a registered nurse. Awesome. I've seen another question. Oh, shopping. Going out. Family stuff. Yeah, it's all the freaking same. Yeah, Charlene, if you want to call, man. I'll stay for a minute. I'll stay. Someone else works from home, programming, computer security. Awesome. It's the future, man. Future's in your hands. Can't call, can't breathe. Oh, yeah. Chest infection. Could do sign language. It's all good. It's been a good stream. It's been way better than I expected. Way better than I expected. So, yeah. I think we're pretty much done, aren't we? We're pretty much done. Hell yeah. We're pretty much done. Oh shit, yeah, David. It's not everything just about us, mate. I've took my glasses off. Am I up to it? Okay, I will ask the people in the comments. So then the pressure's on them. How many times has David called already? Once today. Do you want David to call in? I don't know what he wants to know. Whether he wants me to share a story or him. But I am almost bursting for a piss. And I'm sorry. Yeah, Charlene thinks the Romanian should. When will I stream next? Every Thursday, man. Every goddamn Thursday. From 9 PM UK time. And it's usually till 11. But sometimes I go a bit overboard. Depends how I feel. You know. He rang 3 times last week. He did ring 3 times. David, if you want to call, man. Just do it. Let's do it. Let's do this. But yeah, every Thursday from 9. And we seem to get new callers every week, which is amazing, because I genuinely didn't really have much of a hope for this. When I first started it and did the first one, I thought maybe people will call in and like just to entertain me, see where it goes. But yeah, David Corman. But it's, you know, we're averaging like 400 or 500 views per video, which is pretty decent for starting out. I mean, who knows? I would love to end up in a studio. Like, that is my main goal. End up in a studio and get people in, like one-on-one, and talk to people face-to-face, and then take calls from whoever and whatever. But that's where I'd love it to go. But who knows, man? If somebody wants to send like 20k my way, I'll get a studio. And a new chair. It doesn't fucking creak. Yeah, man. Just ring. Somebody else ring. We're here to entertain or be entertained. Somebody ring? David? Ring? Quick, man. We're approaching 2 hours, 10 minutes. I'm on overtime. No? Yeah? I don't know, man. I don't know. But I haven't got the school run in the morning, which is a bonus. Awesome. I love this setup that we've got. Thursday is working for everybody. Like, is Thursday a good day? Do we want to change the day? Wait, let me just check something. Yeah, so 2 weeks today is my birthday. Oh! As I say that, David calls. The Romanian.
The Romanian, of course. Hey, buddy.
What's happening? What's happened since we last spoke?
Since we last spoke,
yeah.
I've gone to a place where you didn't have gone.
Okay.
I saw your comments and your spoken truth about you needed to go to a certain place.
Toilet.
Toilet, of course.
Yeah, sorry.
I know people are maybe making fun of me or
no,
not.
They're not, man. They're not. No way.
I'm not caring.
People are not making fun of you. 100%. If they're making fun of anybody, it's me, because I'm the doofus. You're just calling in, man.
You're not the doofus, man.
You're calling in. You shared your last call was heartfelt, mate.
I know I rang 3 times last live stream because I had some technical issues.
Yes, you did, which we've
Because of
ironed
the
out.
headphones.
We've ironed
Of
out.
course. That's very, very good. Billy, the fact that I've just called, maybe for the last time because you really need to get some sleep, you look very tired, man.
Oh, thanks. I thought I was looking alright. I was looking pretty fresh, man.
That's not good for the audience. I've just wanted to know if you could maybe share some story that you have on, I don't know,
what anything. What do you want to know, man? What do you want to know?
Because what I want to know, I don't want to touch on the medication subject. I just want to touch on maybe.
Go on, ask me anything. Come on.
How are you doing? If it's not very personal, and
I don't give a shit. Ask me anything.
You're not giving a shit.
Ask me anything.
You just cursed. Okay. If it's okay with you, I think many members of the group and other people that are subscribed to your channel would like to know how are you today? How are you managing your anxiety? How do you cope with everyday tasks? I mean, just waking up. Some people just wake up and the anxiety goes the fucking 10.
This is a good question. This is a very good question, and I like it. But I don't know whether I can answer it. So the honest truth is that I'm not managing it right now. Because I can't manage it. It's there, and it is what it is. So I'm not doing anything to try and take anxiety away. So that's the part of that. But something has sort of motivated me. Something has motivated me recently and inspired me to make a difference to myself. That's as far as I'm going with that. But next week's topic is going to be like goals and motivation and inspiration, like what inspires people to.
That was today's subject.
That's right. I was going to.
You've changed it to let everybody fill in with anything else, free anxiety stories.
Yeah. The reason being was because it's Thanksgiving, so I just thought.
Yes. I saw your. Sorry, Billy, for interrupting you. I saw your post on the forum, and you asked if it's okay if I do or not do this.
Yeah, I just said live stream. Does anybody want me to do a live stream?
I don't know, man. Do you feel like I don't know? You have a wonderful group. You have the podcast with Billy, and I don't know. You have the perfect tools beside you to work on your stuff. You have the perfect mindset and the perfect.
But why am I still stuck? Why am I still stuck? That's the question.
That was actually the question. I don't want to be rude or anything.
Oh no, mate, that ain't rude. That's honest. I appreciate honesty. Why am I still fucking stuck? Why can't I go shopping in the supermarket? The honest answer is because I'm not brave enough, mate. That's the honest answer.
Billy, we're not judging.
No, I know. I know, mate. Definitely not. But I'll be honest with you.
As you said in your podcasts, it takes maybe 10 panic attacks, 100, or maybe a full life of 15 years of panic attacks or high anxiety to spark the lid off and the lid on, and you know what to do then. You know that this is your answer. You know that you should work on that thing or this thing. I'm just saying that you have a wonderful group, you have people by your side, you have support by any means. Don't take me wrong. You guys helped a lot of people, and I know I'm repeating myself, but you, on the other hand, are doing live streams and helping people. People are calling in to just say, sharing their success stories or their anxiety stories or what the fuck they are calling for, is just you helping them. I think it's maybe time that, I don't know, we should give you a hand to lift you up from
I appreciate that,
anxiety
man.
hole.
I appreciate that. I do appreciate it. But I'm moving forward, mate. I am at this present moment. In fact, since I've been doing this, pretty much, I'm noticing that I'm thinking about anxiety less, even though I'm talking about it more. But I'm feeling it less. I'm not anywhere near as bad as I have been. Like, since I split from my ex, because it went downhill pretty quick, which is understandable.
And I'm very sorry for that.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's for the best, man. It's for the best because it's changed me as a person.
I don't want to be judgy. She kind of deserved it. You're a better man that
we know
could
that.
be for your kids.
Yeah. It's all good.
It's not my business. It's internal kitchen business. It's your stuff you have to deal with. And I don't want to be judgy, but seeing you every day and your kids going live with you, I think that maybe it's not your fault.
No, it's not. It's not my fault at all. I don't take any responsibility for it.
Sincerely, I think it's the situation, in fact, that was the problem. Maybe, I don't know, sorry if I'm being rude, but maybe she had enough with your anxiety.
Yeah, maybe.
Because
maybe.
I've seen a lot of couples go through that breakup because...
Yeah, I was always a burden. I was always made to feel a burden.
The dude or the girl next to me, it's not the dude or the girl next to me that was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 1 year ago, 1 month ago, whatever. I'm just trying to say that the stuff that you're going through and the fact that you can't put into practice the recovery, it's all up to you, man. But
I'm on the right path, man.
You're on the right path.
I'm definitely. Things have changed for me. Things have changed.
I'm very
big
glad
time.
to hear that. I'm very glad to hear that, Billy. And the thing that I have to state is that whatever you're going through, whatever the costs, it's all up to you, man. You've got to find that spark that eventually lights up.
I have. I feel like I have. I found the spark. Huh?
So what's your spark?
I just can't reveal.
Neither of us can. We sometimes just don't see what sparkled up for us.
Yeah. I'm moving forward. We're moving forward, mate. That's all you need to know.
Yes, but
all will be revealed.
I hope it all goes good for you, Billy, because you're a good man.
Thank you.
You don't have to go through it like paddling and stuff.
No, it's all good. It's all good at the moment.
I know about floating and going out and getting through stuff and maybe exposure, maybe whatever makes your boat float. But it's all up to you. No matter what anybody has to say, no matter what anything you read, anything you eat, anything you do, it's all up to you and your mindset that triggers up the cue response.
Yeah. You need to feel that you have a reason to improve. Maybe.
Of course.
It's important. It's important because if you feel like shit,
of course,
then you just don't feel that it's worth doing it.
That's my point. My point that I made on recovery, it's I've just got pretty fucking tired enough of this crap, and I try to make myself a better man.
Okay.
Not the better man that I was 2 years ago, but rebuild myself.
Yeah.
And it was all up to me. It was all up to getting grasp of myself and getting up off my feet again and doing the stuff that it needed to be done.
Yep.
It's not about comfort, because comfort, it's never something related to anxiety. Comfort does not equal anxiety. Anxiety kicks you in the ass, and if you're not paying attention to the anxiety circle that you're going through, anxiety will bring you up to your knees in sand, and you will keep drowning yourself because you're on a mindset that tells you bullshit. Sorry, the French.
It's fine.
It will keep you going down and down and down and down and down again. You need to keep up.
Definitely.
Lift yourself up and
keep working.
Keep working. And the point that I was trying to make is if you feel like talking to anybody, and maybe, I don't know, I'm not talking about reassurance or anything, because I think you're over past that. But if you're trying to, I don't know, make a further step in your recovery, I think everyone in this group or any of your YouTube subscribers are very available to help you with that.
I appreciate it. I know that. I know that I can reach out to people.
We support you, man. We support you, and I give a lot of thanks to you and Drew for doing the things you do for us. I don't know, maybe I'm just one of the 1% people out there that actually say this. If you're going through shit and you need help, please reach out.
Cheers, man. I appreciate it.
I know, Billy, and I appreciate what you do too. I'm sorry
Good man.
I don't know. I don't know what to say, man.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all gone quiet, but it's all good. I appreciate it. I know everybody in the group would be there for me. 100%.
Yes, but some are agoraphobic, some are maybe anxious socially. Some people don't call in on your live stream just because they're afraid to talk to you live, or they're ashamed, or they think maybe people would laugh at them at the way they speak, or
of course,
I don't know. Anything
what anybody else thinks.
Of course. It's a burden for many people to go live with you, but we all know what anxiety disorder is like, and we are all on the same page.
Exactly. That's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of it. People might just want to watch. Yeah, they watch in silence or they comment. You know, we're all in the same boat.
It's the beauty and the curse.
Yes.
All along.
Yeah, because none of us actually want to be sitting here watching this shit, because I don't want to be making it. You know, I would much rather that everybody was, like, ideal situation for me is to never have to make another video, never have viewers, because everybody's past this crap, you know?
Billy, I'm not going, sorry, I don't want to suck up to you for being live and what the fuck. I'm just trying to tell people that, dude, this is a man that is telling his life story on podcasts and going live stream to... What? What did I say?
Nothing. Carry on.
I'm just saying, this is a man that is going through anxiety, helps people, and besides that, he goes on live streams and speaks to random people that have no connection maybe whatsoever with him, and listen to actually their freaking story, whether known or not. It's all about what we're dealing through. It's all about anxiety.
Yep.
It's all about, dude, this is it. This is it. This is what we're going to focus on.
You're a good man.
No, Billy.
You're too kind. You're too freaking kind. This podcast is not about...
That was the point of my call, Billy. Sorry for interrupting you again.
That's right. That's twice. Was the 3 strikes and you're out.
Please don't do it, man. That was the point of my call, of my second call today.
Mm-hmm.
You need a day off, man. And
I have 6 days off. I only do this 1 day a week, man. It's all good. Trust me. Things are good at the moment. Trust me. Things are good. Things are on the up. I am feeling really positive. I'm feeling driven, motivated to change things. I have a purpose, man. I have a target, goals. That's what I want to talk about next week. What people use.
You know that speaking to other people like you do live, it's a very good therapy.
Yeah, definitely. Helps me, man. Helps me.
If you're a character that speaks to other people with soul and purpose, you're gonna find that it's actually very good therapy.
Definitely.
And going back to the subject that I called you for is that, Billy,
if I want to reach out, you're there.
If you want to grab some idea and put it on your wall, on your house, it's that you're not the only guy in the world that suffers with this.
Yeah.
We're up there cheering you out, and anytime you need, we can, I don't know, maybe support you in any way.
It's all good. Appreciate it.
It's very good that you're doing this.
I'll drink to that. I'll drink to that.
I'll do it too, but tomorrow, because tomorrow will be weekend. Thank you again, Billy.
That's all right, man.
Sorry if I
no, don't be silly. Stop saying sorry all the time.
I told you I was a people's pleaser.
That's fine. Yeah. You're very good. You're a good man. Appreciate it.
Billy, we're here for you.
Cheers, man. Take it easy.
Whatever, what time, whenever.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Take care, Billy.
Go and get some sleep.
You too, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Nice one, man.
Thank you.
Speak to you again.
Goodbye, Billy.
Ta-ra,
Bye.
man. Ta-ra. Good old David. He's a good man. My eyes actually watered during that. I don't know if you could tell. Tammy says anxiety sucks. Help. What do you need, man? Call me. Tammy, call me. Freaking call me. First live stream. Staffordshire born and bred. Are you watching? Like, you may have skipped back because I talked about that ages ago. Another exposure video to Stafford Castle. Who knows, man? The future's bright. I intend to do some more exposure videos, definitely. I enjoy doing them. And like I keep saying, man, I'm going on a journey at the moment. Big time. I have some huge aspirations. So, I've only read the number out once. During 2.5 hours. That's pretty good. People just know it now. What time is it? 25 to. I think we're done, aren't we? Are we done? Should we call it? I don't know what to do. Has this been a successful episode? Like, we had no subject? Yeah, we've had some wicked callers. New callers. Wicked callers. I think it's probably time to go. Unless anybody's got any questions, like, I'll just leave it open for another minute. If you've got any questions, ask them. I'm feeling quite honest, so whatever. Has anybody noticed that I have vaped the shit out of this tonight? I can't help it. Anything. I've nearly drank 2 bottles of Highland Spring. Man. Huge success. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, you've been here for the whole thing, so I appreciate it. When is my next trip out and where? Tammy, we'll get to that. How you cope. We need to know, what are we coping with? Tell us what you need coping assistance with. Wait, last film I watched. I'll answer that first. Shit, what was the last film I watched? Just enjoy the silence for a minute while I think what the last film was that I watched. Oh man, I honestly can't remember. My favourite film is 13 Hours. The Benghazi siege. Amazing. When is my next trip out and where? Well, I've got to go to the doctors tomorrow, so that's kind of a trip out. And then I don't know. But I need to do more. I need to do some stuff. I want to go shopping. I want to get some Christmas decorations. So that's my next trip out. I want to go to some big stores and get some bits for Christmas. Because we have nothing. Like, I bought a tree. I bought a Christmas tree. It came today. I didn't go and buy it. I ordered it online. And yeah, I had to do that. But we have nothing. Like, no other decorations and nothing. I haven't even started the Christmas shopping yet. Oh, man. But I can't tell you what I'm getting. Because my son is probably watching. Maybe. So, yeah. That's about it, man. It's over. I reckon we're done. 2.5 hours. It's been good. I've now got to go and sort out the stream on YouTube because it's not going to be titled what it should have been because it messed up at the start. So, if you're still here now and you watch next week, I'm not going to schedule this. I'm just going to go live at 9 and I'll just be live at 9. So just keep refreshing and find the stream when it goes live because it's not fucking working. Balls is up every week. So, episode 5 in the bag. We've done it again. It's been good, man. I've enjoyed it. But thank you for watching. And enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving or the rest of your evening, wherever you are. Yeah, we're all in this shit together. But we'll all get out of it together as well. I'll make sure of it, man. So take it easy. And I will talk to you Thursday at 9. Unless I put other videos on. So if you're not subscribed already, press the goddamn button. And click the little bell. And you'll be notified every time I upload. And like this video. And leave a comment below if you want. Yeah, thanks for watching. Good night, everybody. And as always, it's awesome to freaking see you all. So thank you for being here, man. Take it easy. I'll talk to you soon.